That was fun, wasn't it? Hi, everybody. Are you all okay? Give me a moment. I'm nowhere near sorted. Hi, everybody. Are you all okay? Give me a moment. I've got as far as rolling my cigarette. I've still not poured myself a drink. What else do we look at? I want to see if this website works. If it crashes, the stream, then come back. I'll start another one. I was rolling a fag anyway, and I'm smoking. I'm pouring a drink now. I've rolled my fag. I know what I'm talking about, honest. Ain't looking too good, is it? It don't look like it's going to work. That's weird. And a shame. Give us a second then. No, fuck that shit. No, that's wrong. Playboard. Delete those. Sorry, I'm not organised, I'm ill. Work then, you bastard. It's gone that should be it. Work then. Oh my god, what the fuck. There we go. Right. Hello everybody. I can't go through names because I haven't had a chance to look at the chat properly. Hi everybody, thanks for being here. Hope you're all okay. Right, drink. Oh dear. Hopefully a few of these will make me feel a bit better. Hope everybody's well. I don't know what's up with me. Got flu or fucking COVID again or something. What knows? Could be out, couldn't it really? Oh, by the way, when this stream's done, I'm going to try and aim to make it till 11:30, just before 11:30, and then it will should direct you to Welsh News Network. I've tried to do that, so I don't know if it'll work. My lighter's not working. Yay, there we go. Right, turn the phone the right way around. Fuck no, isn't it rubbish? Let's have a look. It's not that crap that I wanted to look at, because that's just too complicated. I'm going to turn the phone this way for a minute. Sorry. All this anyway, yeah, I don't know how it works as such, but it's all dead round numbers, though. 100, 100, 200. These are his subscribers, by the way, on these days. But 201 and then 299, that's what made me a bit thingy. I was thinking that it maybe rounds it up to the nearest 100 and stuff, yeah, but why is it then 201, 299? I then started thinking, is he buying them then? Is he buying them in job lots of 100 or 200, that kind of thing? And then maybe on the day that he got 201, he maybe actually got a genuine subscriber. What do you think? I don't know how all this shit works. So, yeah. And then, like, 99, that kind of thing. But then that day he lost 201. And it gets just, what is it? There's days, that's it. This is where he gets, these are the days that he's gone up dead fast, yeah. So at the moment, though, he's getting like, well, these days, 500, 600 a day. And then there's one day where he gets 800. And he's buying them. And he's got to be buying them, definitely. And his views have gone up a bit, but they've not gone up in relation to the amount of subs that he's got. That's what I wanted to look at. There was a thing I clicked on. Let me see. I'm not very good at this, sorry. What did I go on? Think. It would have been views. No, you know what? It might have been the summary. Sorry. There we go, look at that. Average video views, 6,268 is very low. Only 9.9% of his subscribers actually watch his videos. And that fucking says it all, doesn't it? Sorry, by the way, I know, you might feel that this is just, talking about something that we already know, but I don't think none of us have ever known it for a fact, have we? We just all suspect it. And I've never really looked into it. And don't get me wrong, yeah, this still isn't going to make us know for a fact, but I just wanted to have a look at it. So very low, 9.9% of subscribers. Average number of views of videos registered on this channel. It is calculated for videos registered within the last 90 days. Channels with similar subscribers. Average views of 236,737. And he got 6,000 and something. That's just... Yeah, it's from the money he's been fundraising. I completely agree, I do. It says his comment ratio is very high, but that's because we all comment, but then he deletes them all. And it says it's like rate sort of thing. So, Exactly, Church POS, exactly. 60,000 subscribers and barely gets 200 to watch his lives. It's fucked up, innit? Highest viewers with 439 in his live stream. That's the highest he's ever got. That's ridiculous for a channel that's got that many subscribers. Ain't it? I wonder what the should be getting. The average of channels with similar subscribers is 663. Why's my fucking lighter not working? Okay. His channel sucks. Average viewers, 200. The average number of... that's how many viewers watch his things concurrently, sort of thing. So, yeah. Views growth rate. So have a look at... Like I said, I'm not very good at this. I might call it a day on this shit anyways. Look at something else. So yeah, so what's the conclusion then, everybody? Have we concluded then? Does he buy his subs? I mean, am I looking at all this right? And, you know, it's fucking... It does certainly look that way, doesn't it? Yeah, it just looks iffy as fuck. What's that? That's his views and then total views. Like, it's like goes up massively on certain days. He's buying views now as well, because I think he's doing that because we've all talked about how he's definitely buying subscribers, so now he's started buying views as well. I think that's it, isn't it? It's got to be. Right, let me see if there's anything else I wanted to look at. Let's go on YouTube, fuck it. What have I missed anyway? What's been going on? Yeah, you do have to be a subscriber to comment, exactly, and then people forget to unsubscribe. I think I've got accounts that still subscribe to him. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, so what have I missed anyways? What should I be looking at? Should I look at some of his shit, just for giggles? It's always for giggles, isn't it? Maybe no voice change stuff though. New delete laws, merch stores live. Oh my god, man. I still saw a bit of this. Eat my shorts. Eat my shorts. The fuck? Biggest dunce cap copper of 2023. I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, shut your door or you'll get sued, dude. I'll ruin you. You don't know who the hell I am. I will ruin you, dude. This is what I do for a living. I'm gonna
No, you grift for a living. You don't sue cops for a living. Stop lying.
stand right here.
You can leave
I'm
our
gonna
seat.
stand
Yes,
right
you
here.
can, sir.
I'm standing in the parking lot. I came to
Sir,
get
would
gas.
you like me to
and you guys,
trespass this individual
you
from
can't
your property?
trespass.
It was saying, oh, get away, shit, wait there.
Trespass.
Give me a second, let me check my Wi-Fi, because it's thingying again, innit? I'm going to try the other one, see what that goes. If I disappear, come back. That wanted him to stay away whilst they were doing something or whatever, you know, and there was normal men, a normal man and a normal woman. Do you think for a second that he'd get this mouther? Or do you think if you talk to him at all, he'd be dead polite? Put 69 in the chat, yeah, if you think that if these weren't police, if these were just normal people, he'd be dead polite and timid. Put 69 in the chat if that's what you think, because I certainly think it. I think he's a pussy.
A trespass. Go ahead, let's follow it. Let's see if you're gonna get sued. Let's see. Solicit a trespass from owners.
I do like to see lots of 69s in the chat, people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no, what we can look at. There's some stuff on Instagram that we could look at. So I'm on Instagram now, you know. Yeah. I'm like down with the kids and everything, me. I'm on Instagram. So let's watch this and look at that. Same here, Mark, same here.
We got 1, 2. This copper right here too. We got another copper here. I don't see the reason why to shut down their gas station, but you never do know why you want to shut down the gas station.
Fair enough, Axel. Have fun, mate.
But you are dealing with cops. 1, 2, 3. You know why they have to
Cheers, Rebel. I think it's hilarious, though, that people think my accent's sexy, but yeah, thanks.
shut down the entire gas station. Think you guys need to shut down the gas gas station, or can we get to the pumps? I mean, there's
Well, can you just do me a favor?
plenty of
Sir,
parking
you're
over
fine
there.
Recording. Can you just kind of move back?
Oh, I know I'm fine recording. It's my right to record.
But I just need you away from my personal area right here. Thank you.
I hate that, yeah. The politely say, you see that all the time now, don't you? Because, you know, coppers, most of them have become aware that recording is fine. And so all the time they say, you're fine recording, sir, we just need you to just take 2 steps back, just so that, you know, you're not right in the situation kind of thing. And they're always dead polite about it. And what does he say? I know I'm allowed to record. Fuck off, you dickhead.
Oh, I can stand wherever I'd like. I can stand right here if I'd like. You walk around like G.I. Joe loser, bro. We know who you are.
Fine.
You're marked. We know who you
That's
are.
fine if I'm marked or whatever. That's
You're
fine.
marked, bro.
But
You're the enemy of the people,
near my
bro.
weapons while my back is
Oh,
turned up.
eat my shorts, copper. Don't tell me what to do.
You could do me a favor.
Do what you're...
I assume most of you have seen Simpsons, haven't you? Ain't that the only place you've ever heard that? And how long ago? Bart Simpson used to say that when I was a child, and I'm 40 now. Because, I was talking to my husband about this in bed the other day. I watched somebody else's, you know, covering this, and he said, "You eat my shorts." And I talked to Gaz and that. What's that from, babes? And he went, it's from Simpsons, eh? And I said, yeah, how long ago? And he's going round to police and saying, "Eat my shorts." Fucking hell. Grow up.
You're gonna do and see how it goes. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have my back to the sky.
Oh, stop it. I'm a journalist. 800 videos.
You ain't a fucking journalist. You're not a journalist. Stop lying. You're not a journalist. You're a deluded fucking grifter. That's it. Just that. That's the only thing that you are. What did he just beep out then? Because he clearly didn't say wussy. Or did he say wusser, do you reckon? Or did he say something else? I probably should just let it play, shouldn't I? And stop talking so much.
Copper, don't tell me what to do.
You could do me a favor.
Do what you're gonna do and see how it goes. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
have my back to the sky.
Oh, stop it. I'm a journalist. 800 videos. I'm standing here recording you.
He said pusser and beeped it out. Can you remember ages ago where there was a video where he did say the slur, the F slur, and I think he said it more than once as well, but either way, he beeped it out of his video and said that he'd said something else. I can't remember what it was he said.
I'm just going to toilet.
Go toilet then. Sorry, my granddaughter. I can't remember what it was anyway, but he did say a slur sort of thing, something he shouldn't have said, and then he tried to pretend that he hadn't said it. He beeped it out of his video, even though people had seen it live, I think, and then wrote in something that he actually said so and so, and it was so stupidly unbelievable. It was just, he does that though, doesn't he? He lies, and his lies are stupid. They're insulting. He thinks people are that stupid that they're going to fall for it. But then again, it's his followers, isn't it? They are that stupid.
Shut your door.
Yeah, shut your door or you'll get sued, dude. I'll ruin you. You don't know who.
You're going to sue him for not shutting his door? You ruin it. He's still not ruined anybody. Fucking hell, man. Don't you wish, right? I feel like screaming at the TV sometimes, wanting these coppers to hear me. That no, mate, listen, mate, honestly, yeah? He ain't never successfully sued anybody. He's never ruined anybody. He gets laughed out of court. Don't you worry. You carry on doing your job. You carry on being a good copper and don't worry about this crazy fucking deluded twat, basically. All my streams get demonetised anyway, so fuck it.
the hell I am. I will ruin you, dude. This is what I do for a
Hey, Demon Orb.
living. Honey, you can't solicit a trespass. Go ahead, let's follow it. Let's see if you're gonna get sued. Let's see. Solicit a trespass from owners. Look it up, guys. You guys are watching? Look it up.
Okay, we're good.
She's trying to solicit a trespass from owners. It's illegal.
Yeah, because I watched a video from Merb who said, because Chille had said that, I'm assuming it's in this then, he says it's illegal. He says it's a felony. A felony. It's against federal law to solicit a trespass. And Merb, who is a lawyer and actually knows the law, said it's just absolute bullshit. Try and find one instance of where somebody, a copper, has been done in any way, misdemeanor or not, where they've been charged with soliciting a trespass.
Give me the statute in Nevada where this tyrant's trying to solicit a trespass. You wonder why people don't like cops. What you just did is illegal, honey.
Hi, Gypsy Auditor. I know why you retired, in quotation marks. Is it because you had 2 strikes on your channel and you didn't want to get a third? So you've been a good boy until they're gone? That's what it is, isn't it?
You can't solicit a trespass from an owner of an establishment. That's not how it works. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You dunce cap.
I'm drinking cheap wine, so hopefully that'll make me feel better. But thank you, Church PS. I'll be all right. Oh no, delete the lol. Sorry, it was you. Thank you. Sorry, flipping my eyes are going weird. I need to find my glasses. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
You can't solicit a trespass from an owner of an establishment. That's not how it works. I'm a constitutional law scholar. Dunce cap.
Oh my God, a constitutional law scholar would know what a dunce cap is, you fucking idiot. Dibsy Auditor, serious question. I asked you this before, yeah? But like you said that you never heard of this geezer and whatever. From what you've seen on my channel, just on my channel, yeah? What do you think of him? Let me know.
What you just did is illegal. I need your name and badge number to file a complaint. What's your name and badge number with the stripes? What's your name and badge number?
You don't have to identify yourselves because you're not involved in our cause.
Exactly, Tom, exactly.
You do. I'm afraid you do, honey. I'm afraid you do. Okay, you want to play the legal game with me?
Not, honey.
You want to play the legal game with me? Let's play it.
Free to go,
Let's
sir.
play it. Let's play the legal game. You want to play the legal game? That's my favorite game. That's my favorite game. Jack Boots.
I've never been like a big fan of games that I always lose, you know. It's like, right. I can't play chess, for example, yeah. I can never remember what can move and all that shit. So if I try and play chess, I will get slaughtered. Therefore, it's not my favourite game. Do you know what one of my favourite games is? Scrabble. Because when I can sit there and think, I'm quite good with words. I'm not good at speaking, by the way, I know that. But I'm quite good at writing shit. So, yeah. So that's my favourite game. Now, you'd think that the legal game, as he calls it, would not be one of his favourite games, considering he sucks at it so bad.
Thugs. Maybe if you guys didn't block the entire gas station, I wouldn't have a problem with you. Maybe if the gas pump was open, I could just pull in. You jackboot thugs blocked every single pump here. And for what? Is there someone with a gun? Is there someone shooting at people?
It's none of your fucking business. It ain't your fucking call. It's not your...
What department you work for? Henderson Department. It's your policy to identify.
Well said, Hayla. By the way, Stephen, sorry, I didn't say hi to you. And thank you, by the way. Hi. Hi, everybody. Again, sorry, anybody that I've missed. Hi, everybody.
By yourself. Earning the hate. Earning the hate. You wonder why people don't like cops? This is it right here, lady. You're the reason. Trust me. You're the reason. And let me educate you, young man. You can't just jump out and start ordering people around. It's not lawful. I don't have any probable cause to tell me
Exactly, Tom. You can see everything, can't you? But, you know, his viewers, they won't see any of that.
what to do. You have to have probable cause to tell me what to do, buddy. You can't just order me around because you got a badge on and you're a thug. You understand that? You have to have probable cause. You have probable cause to tell me what to do, buddy. You can't just order me around because you got a badge on and you're a thug. You understand that?
What does that say to you? To me, yeah, that says Scarder. I'm trying to think how you'd spell Scardy. Scared is S-C-A-R-D-E-Y, isn't it? So, let me know. I'm sure scarred it up and that.
You have to have probable cause. Did you lock your door? This just locked. Did you just lock your door? You are such a. You just locked your door. What a. You are such a. You locked your door. The guy with 2 cameras is gonna attack you. You are such a wuss.
Considering the guy with 2 cameras is absolutely deluded and crazy, and they don't know who you are, and you're there shouting and insulting and basically abusing them, I don't fucking blame them for being a little bit concerned. You ain't right in the head.
See, bro. You see this right here? You're such a wussy. You're a wuss. Lock your door. Be scared, copper. He's so scared. Copper's so
Indeed, Church of POS.
scared. He locked his door. Name and badge number, lady. Name and badge number. You have to identify to you.
She should say, I'm Officer Honey and my badge number is 3, sweetheart.
Your policy of Henderson Police Department.
Sir, you are in stretch.
I'm doing what? I'm talking to you? There's no investigation. You've ended it.
We have a criminal in the back of the vehicle who has rights. So
Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. You cannot extend a traffic stop or any kind of criminal stop to deal with another person who's simply exercising their First Amendment rights.
Okay, it's not a traffic stop. You don't.
Right, I ain't looked that up. Let me know, anybody that knows actually what that case thing is that he just referred to, and let me know if he's right. I'm betting that he's not, or that he's not completely wrong.
Tell me your name and badge number.
I don't have to. You're not going.
Tell me your name and badge number.
Axel, I've thought that for a long time, yeah? And it's actually quite sad that he's got nobody who loves him enough and cares about him enough to seek the help for him, to try and encourage him to get the help that he needs. And, you know, and I'm not saying an intervention necessarily, but sort of, but, you know, to talk to him, sitting down and talk to him and say, look, mate, we love you, we care about you. This behaviour and this behaviour isn't normal. We're just a bit worried about you. Can you please, I'll go with you. Please just go to a doctor. Just let's see what the doctor says. I could be wrong, but let's see. That's what somebody who loved and cared about him would say. Nobody says it. Nobody does it because nobody loves or cares about him because he's a wanker.
Really? So the worst part about it is I'll file a complaint, but nothing will happen to you because it's
Did you unlocked? Well done.
pigs taking care of pigs. It's the same old, same old. This coward locked his door when I walked up. Better lock your door, homie. You got the gun and the taser. You better lock your door, though, bro. I am a wrestler, so I'm sure you're scared. I'm sure you're
He's a wrestler. Oh yeah, I saw him. It's a week or two ago now, probably longer to be fair. I'm forwarded to read one of Forwarded to Reaper's streams, and it said, "Wait there, I'm flipping roll-ups coming undone. Wait there. Don't know what sort of me like. I can't roll a fag anymore." She said that she found out that the reason he wears his headphones is to trying to give the appearance, like folds his ears and trying to give the appearance that he's got cauliflower ears. Now, like what MMA fighters and wrestlers and, you know, people that do that kind of sport get. And I don't know, I mean, that's a good theory, but I didn't hear how anybody knows that. I'm curious to know how they know that. Yeah, I will let it roll. You know what, I'll go back 10 seconds and I'll keep my gob shut for a minute. Sorry, I talk too much.
homie. You got the gun and the taser. You better lock your door, though, bro. I am a wrestler, so I'm sure you're scared. I'm sure you're scared. Lock your door, homie. You got the statute on that? You can't solicit a trespass lady. That's not how it works. I know you guys been walking around doing stuff because people don't know their rights. I'm not one of those people. Soliciting a trespass is breaking the law. Dunce cap.
And that's cats. I think it's just pure luck at the moment, and also because the way he behaves, it doesn't seem sane, and so they probably think he's mentally ill. And I actually mean that.
Even said, we have a criminal in the car. You have a criminal in here?
That's a good theory, Mike.
Really? I thought people were innocent until proven guilty. You don't have a criminal in the car. You have a suspect or someone you might call a perpetrator, but you don't have a criminal. You have to be convicted to have a criminal in your car.
Maybe they've got a long criminal record, which would make them a criminal. You don't know though, do you, Chille? Because you don't know.
Better lock your door, bro. Better lock your door. There's a guy with a camera here. Quick, lock your door. Coward.
God, he thinks he's so fucking awesome, doesn't he? What's he gonna... Oh, there we
They
go.
earn it. That dumb tried to solicit a trespass for what? For what? Okay, but am I correct? Am I right? I was saying exactly the truth. I was telling her that if she decided she was going to solicit a trespass and arrest me, that it was against the law. It was illegal. Let me read you the statute, the Nevada Code, and then I'll show you how it's illegal. Under NRS 207.200, Nevada law defines the crime of trespassing as entering someone else's property without permission or remaining on their property after being instructed to leave. Trespassing is a misdemeanor that carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Hold on. Stop. As
Nevada law defines crime trespassing as entering someone's... After being instructed to leave. Trespassing is a misdemeanor, penalty up to 6 months in jail and a fine. Most of Vegas trespass cases literally refuse the security officer's orders to exit the premises. Well, it doesn't say that it's illegal then, does it?
entering someone else's property without permission, or remaining on their property after being instructed to leave. Trespassing is a misdemeanor that carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Hold on, stop for 1 second. Could you even imagine that? That you would go and be put into a dungeon because you went on someone's property and they didn't like it. Most Las Vegas trespass cases involve casino patrons who allegedly refused the security officer's order to exit the premises. Defenses. 4 defense strategies to the owner did not give sufficient notice via signage and fences to stay off of the property, or the defendant was exercising First Amendment rights. The defendant was exercising via signage and fence.
Doesn't say it's illegal though.
To stay off of the property, or the defendant was exercising First Amendment rights. The defendant was exercising First
No, he ain't got a clue, J-Ro, no chance.
Amendment rights. That copper, she knew. She knew. I got my camera on. She knew I'm being pressed. She knew I was filming her.
You're not fucking pressed, you're a twat.
I don't have any super magical power. When you see police, you film them. This was the superpower.
Oh my God. You can film them, just don't get in their faces. It's not difficult to understand.
And not backing down.
Oh, the obligatory walk of shame. Oh, fucking idiot. Fuck this shit. What else has he done anyways? Anything else interesting that I should look at? Let me know. What lives has he done? Cops in a nutshell. Likely riots in Memphis. Oh, fucking long though, isn't there? How to revoke consent of search. Learn your rights. What sounds like this?
I want you to say, officer, I revoke consent, and they can stop searching your car. United States versus Williams, 2018. Tell them right now, I revoke consent, stop searching my car. Say it out loud, and they have to stop immediately.
Right, let me read some. Oh shit, I just missed it.
Say it now.
I revoke
Consent.
consent.
Stop searching my car.
Touch my car. Rubio.
That's it.
Rubio.
Rubio, that's it. He's revoked consent. He's revoked consent.
I revoke consent. I'm touching my car.
That's it. Okay, cool.
The cop comes up and he goes, hey, you know, I want to search your vehicle. Will you give me permission to search your vehicle? And so I go, do I want to give him permission to search? I really don't want to give him permission to search my vehicle. But as you know, because of the 1925 case of United States versus Carroll,
We should
it
probably
makes
get
it so
wrong.
that they can warrantlessly search your car. But there's a way to get around that. If you can give consent, then you can revoke consent.
And if you've got hours to spend waiting for them to get a warrant, then yeah, go for it. It's just, oh God, he does make the most simple traffic stops into hours long ordeals and going to jail. Just because, you know, you can revoke consent. Doesn't mean then that they're just going to walk away. It means then they're probably going to arrest you, take you to jail, and then get a warrant to search your car. I mean, am I wrong? I think I'm right, so...
So the little piggy says, hey, I want to search your car. And then I go, okay, sure, you can search my car. And then I even get out of the car. And then as soon as they start to search my car, I go, officer, I'm filming I revoke consent. I revoke consent, United States versus.
He instructed he told his viewers to resist arrest. That's clever, that is. That's fucking genius. Was it today? 3 hours ago, yeah, man. Let's speed him up then, yeah?
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon on the East Coast, and good morning here on the West Coast. How's everybody doing today? Let me know if the sound is okay. Give me a 5 out of 5 in the comment section below. Maybe I'm using, let me change my light source here. Let me turn this light source like that and turn.
Oh, it's Welsh News Network here. Yeah, it is. Hi, Welsh News Network. I've set this up to finish, well, my plan is to finish your live stream. So, all good. Everybody, let me know if that works. I mean, I'm going to hope, because I'm not on my own stream, so everybody else, when I get to Welsh News Network, let me know if it works, if this redirected you there.
This light source on. Let me see what that does. Does that help at all? Or does it make it worse? What's going on? Can everybody do me a favor? Whether you're watching this right now or next month or next year, write down in the comments real quick where you're watching from. Just city, state, or just America. What I do later is I go back and I look at the comments.
I think you're right, Sue. I really do. He's been talking this shit for so long that initially it was just an act, and now he's been doing it for so long that he's sort of unconsciously convinced himself that it's all true. I think you're right.
And I see where people are watching from, because I do take a look at all your emails. My cousin will check my emails. Delete Lost Clips will check a lot of emails. But I definitely go back and I check and I see if where you guys are from.
You're not dim-witted. You're not a dim-witted geriatric. I can have VT, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. Goth VT. You are not dim-witted, mate, because you're here. We're all geniuses and we're all well-hard. So.
Is there? Oh, that makes it even more pixely. Does it make it more pixely or less pixely? Makes it more pixely. That's a real bummer. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, that's better. That is better. So, you know, I don't typically jump up on Sunday morning. I'm trying to finish. There's two things I'm doing right now. One for Auditors United and one for Alan, who these two different things I'm producing right now. But my computer, unfortunately, has hit the age where my Premiere Pro no longer works on this computer. So I'm going to have to get a new computer here pretty quick. So I'm not looking forward to that, but it's going to have to happen. My buddy who's a computer expert was like, if you...
No, just tell me how to say it, right? How I should say it, and I'll try and remember.
Spend the time troubleshooting this Premiere, you're just going to end up dealing with this constantly. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Good morning, everybody. Do me a favor. Right down here, let me see. Do me a favor. Can you get it? OTVO. Can you put an overturn Terry versus Ohio in the comment section, if you would, please? I've shown the last night.
Please put overturn OCD. Overturn Chille de Castro.
A bunch. Mr. Waldo is in the room. What's going on, Mr. Waldo? Good to see you. Oh, there it is. That video is now converting. I was just kind of stalling a little bit because I got a couple videos I'm going to show you in addition to this one from Colorado. Listen, the video I'm going to watch is only 3 minutes, and then I'm going to cut it off. And I'll show a little bit of it. I'm not going to cut it off all the way over to Terry versus Ohio. What's going on with the blade? See that video at Colorado last
week? Because, you know, I don't want to be all one-sided sort of thing. I mean, I know from experience that there's bad police, but I forgot about this, you know, and I woke up earlier today. I went to sleep a few times today because I'm not very well. And I woke up at some point anyway, and I saw on YouTube that there was a video suggested to me. It's like a news video thing about a man who died after being beaten by the police, and that they've all been arrested and charged with murder. I think I saved it. And I thought to myself straight away, which is shit, because I don't want to think of this twat straight away, but straight away I thought, oh, there we go, that's going to be his next thing that he jumps on. So I'm wondering if he jumps on that in this.
6 texts from you good people, 6 emails saying, hey, Chille, you got to see this video. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I watched this video from Aurora, Colorado. It was 5 hours old and had 5,000 views. And as I watched the entire 35-minute video, but truly the video is only 3 minutes. The entire video that pretty much puts a microcosm, a complete eggshell around the scramble.
Grifting, if he's got, see, I was about to say that, if he's got over 60,000 subscribers, then he could earn a decent living from YouTube. He genuinely could, but his viewers aren't the same. His viewers aren't up there. I mean, I showed you at the beginning of this, his viewers, not the numbers as such, but it says it doesn't just say it's low, it's very low. He gets less than 10% of his subscribers watching his videos. And so, therefore, he's not getting a lot of ad revenue, then, is he? He can't be. He'd be getting, don't get me wrong, he'd be getting more than I get, but, you know, this ain't my living. Yeah, I mean, where does he get all his money from? I mean, at the end of the day as well, a load of his the way I perceive his viewers is genuine, committed followers. I honestly, I go from being pissed off with them to feeling sorry for them, because I genuinely believe that they are uneducated, naive, and in most cases desperate, or have been desperate, and have been in situations, bad situations with the police, where sometimes it's probably their fault, sometimes it might not be. They've either been in desperate situations with the police or with the court, and he completely takes advantage of their vulnerable people. He takes advantage of that. And because of them things, I can't imagine that most of them have got a lot of money. So,
eggs that police are in our country. We have created a system where they're always right, we cannot resist, and they can kidnap us at any time. No, it has to change. The 1900 case of bad elk versus the United States, DLZ clips.
I've been a criminal before and lot. Don't worry about it, mate. But the thing is that I've been a criminal and I've been done for it and changed my ways, kind of thing. And most people do. Most people do things when they're younger, especially, and they grow up and they change their ways. I know growing up sucks, by the way. Adulting sucks. It's crap. None of us really signed up for this. None of us knew what we were signing up for. And pay bills, and it's just not right. They should have told us this before we turned 18, but they didn't. But that's a different story. If most of his viewers and whatnot are criminals, that they're in this frame of mind though, where nothing's their fault. Like Chille, like nothing's his fault. Is no, not Ray's. It's not his fault. He's an innocent man. He's never broken the law in his life. But then he'll say, I've never broken the law, but I did steal these things. But hey, I was 22 or whatever he was. He was 20 something. I'm thinking to myself, you know, by the time I was 22, yeah, no word of a lie, I had 3 kids. I'm not saying that's right, but I had 3 kids in my own house and a mortgage by the time I was 22. And he's like, oh, I was just a kid. I was 22. Fuck off, you dickhead. We can all break the fucking law. Just own it. You know what I mean? Just fucking... So I was saying to Gypsy Auditor that time, weren't it? When he was going on about, you know, because you got these news reports saying terrible things that he did. And with his exes and in front of his baby. And this bloke who tried to help his ex-missus and all that and everything. It was awful, but don't own it. He says, I didn't do that, I did this. He bought, what was it? He bought a gun, so I stabbed him. What? That's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. And he needs to stop lying. I've not got an issue, right, with the fact, well, I've got an issue that he did something terrible, but I am more than open with giving them a chance, saying, yeah, no, you know, you did that, you got punished for it, hopefully you've learned from it and changed. I'm not a complete cunt, I can do that.
If you could, DLZ clip, if you could grab that OYEZ, OYEZ, and put Bad Elk versus United States and put that link in there. You know, I can pull it up myself and show it to you guys. Bad Elk versus the United States. And what was that damn Supreme Court justice's name? His name was Rupert. What was his name, though? He had a really weird last name. He wrote the whole thing that you cannot resist police. And so what you're
Exactly, unlocked. Exactly.
going to see here is like a microcosm of giving cops absolute power since 1900. Is it 1901 or 1900 Bad Elk versus United States? Can anybody let me know? Is that
That's Arva. You know what? That should be his song, shouldn't it? Chille broke the law of banter. Law won.
1900 or 1901? Man, what you guys are going to see today is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely freaking crazy. I appreciate that, Michael. And did anybody, you know, I bust out a case law the other day, the 2015.
Right, if it's buffering too much, I'll try the other Wi-Fi. Oh shit, press the wrong button. Go away. Are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, because I accidentally fucking disconnected. Right. This is the other Wi-Fi. This is the old one, because I swear, this new one, yeah, that I'm paying a fortune. We ain't disconnected the old one yet. This new one that I'm paying a fortune for, it's crap. I mean, my daughter can't even get it in a bedroom, and it's not like we live in a big place. It's fucking stupid, so I'm not impressed. Right, jolly good. Thanks for all still being here. See how this one goes. So the last 20 minutes or so, you've been on the new one that's cost a lot of money. So in the next 10 minutes, compare the buffering. You know, was the buffering really bad the last 20?
Trillo, what is going on? Hey, you know, Eric just...
And then it buffers straight away. Oh, fuck's sake, it just buffered straight away. Conflict of Wi-Fi channels, maybe. But I mean, even when we're turning the other one off, it didn't do it. I just don't understand. It's just a pain in the arse.
Chimed in, said he's lost pounds since last, but I think because he's sick. Yeah, I think Eric is sick. I hope you're okay, Eric. Eric's become a friend of mine in the past several months. We've been talking, and I hope you're okay, Eric. I really do. If that's tough. Every time I think about someone that I like and I care about, and I think that they could be ill, it distracts me. So, but what I'm saying is, if you guys started this intermittent fasting journey with me, I'm 20 pounds down since the first. I'm exaggerating. I think I'm like 17, 18, something like that, but I'm pretty close to...
Or 6 or 7 or maybe 3, or he's actually put 10 pounds on.
20. So you always want to give yourself a round up a little bit so you feel good about yourself. Just tell the truth to others. So I'm about 17 pounds down, 18 pounds down right now. And all I've been doing is just not eating during the day. And at nighttime, I'm having burgers sometimes. I break my fast properly, but then like last night I had a... ribeye grilled cheese sandwich with curly fries and barbecue. So, okay, without going too much further into my nutritional system here, I do teach intermittent fasting to people.
No, Bex, it'll say it's not his fault. And I'm convinced, I've said this before, yeah, absolutely convinced that when one of his regular viewers, his mods, his supporters, when one of them ends up getting arrested and following his advice, so, you know, somebody told me that I'm watching this one because somebody says he tells them to resist arrest. So let's say they get done for resisting arrest and they get done for speeding or not showing the proper license and just all these, that and the other, right? And it all combines to them spending some time in jail. You know what they'll hear from Chille? They'll hear nothing. He'll be gone, just gone. He'll have nothing to do. He will not do anything to get them out. And then when they do get out and say, hey, Chille, yeah, mate, well, I followed your advice. I did this, I did that, I did the other. And he'll say, oh, well, that all should have worked, mate. What it is, yeah, is that the police are corrupt. It's all the police's fault. Aye, Archangel.
A lot of people have contacted me. I'm helping a lot of people with their intermittent fasting. And I tell you every time, make sure you consult your doctor. I'm only telling you what I learned on the internet.
Hey, Johnny O. Johnny O. Johnny Ho. Hey, the plot hole. Hello, Johnny O. Fuck me, man. Sorry. I blame it on illness. I've got temperature.
And I learned from people far smarter than me, so I'm just taking what they said as gospel, and it really is working. You can see it. You can, from start leaning in, you can see the fat start to dissipate. You can start to see it. So it's really cool just not eating, because this was just pure soft right through here. It was just pure soft. So
it weren't. Can you remember when he did that and he pinched this tiny bit of skin on his arm and said he's fat? And I'm like, fucking hell. You know, if you had somebody here with an eating disorder and who struggles with the weight and stuff like that and has an eating disorder, which I was like that many years ago, but I was like that. And if I saw somebody saying that and I pinch my arm where I can get like an inch or something like that, even when I was a lot slimmer, I could get like an inch, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm fat. It's fucking back on it again. I don't know what else to suggest. I've tried everything, literally everything, and I just can't make it any better. I'm really sorry. So what happens if someone he helps, gets into more trouble, and they want to get even with Chille because they trusted him? Exactly, Lord KJW, but you know he's not scared of that, is he? Because he's a big hard man and whatnot. Hi, Glober Mum. Is it skipping for everybody else? I mean, I know about the buffering. Just, I don't know. If it is, let me know. I mean, the only other thing I can do is stop this one and start another one. But personally, I think it'll be just a fucking same, to be fair.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate the kind words.
Oh, you know one thing I will do? Wait there. We put it on poor quality. No, see, it's only on now. Fuck that. It's only on fucking 360. So never mind. Fuck that off.
People saying I really appreciate it. I was talking to my friend Tina yesterday, and we all are this complex.
It's friend Tina. All of the bollocks.
Ball of emotions, and thank you, Silent Auditor. I appreciate that. We're all of this ball of ego and complicated emotions and deep relationships. We all have relationships with people who are. You know, you have a...
Okay, Bex, I mean, somebody else just said it's not that bad, so try refreshing it and it should be all right. Or NS Cat says just go back 10 seconds and it will stop. Just try that. I'd really appreciate it. Please don't go. I do try my best.
Relationship with someone that you text or call every day, and if you don't, then reach out to me and I'll reply to you, and you can email me back and forward. Dave, the friend text pretty soon, I'll call you. So don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. We all have these very deep, intricate, complex relationships that if all of a sudden, if you decided that you were going to strip me of my cell phone, if you said, hey, I'm going to take away your cell, that's my nephew wrestling. If I'm going to take away your cell phone from you.
Do we think his nephew's a better wrestler than him? Put 69 in the chat if you think his little nephew is a better wrestler than him.
And lock you away in a cage, and you're not going to be able to text the people who you usually text. You're not going to be able to call the people you usually call. It would take less than 12 hours before people in my life said, where is Chille? What happened to him? It would take less than that, because a lot of you guys check in on me every day. So I have that for myself.
Whoa, wait there. What?
It would take less than 12 hours before people in my life said, where is Chille? What happened to him?
Yeah, people online in your life, but all the real people, your family and stuff like that, I bet you it'd take more than 12 days. And I'm not being nasty, by the way. I'm being like, this is my honest opinion. His family don't give a flying fuck about him. And I mean, is he still staying at his sister's? He was staying at his sister's a few weeks ago, weren't he? I don't fucking know where he is anymore. I don't keep up with him. I really don't give a shit about where he's staying and all that. I just fucking hate the stuff that he says.
It would take less than that, because a lot of you guys check in on me every day. So I have that for myself. And it's a beautiful thing. But a lot of people don't. When I was an actor 10, 15 years ago in Hollywood, 15 years ago, God, I'm old as dirt. I think I stopped acting around 31 or 32, 33, somewhere in there. So it's about 15 years ago.
Hollywood eat you.
This for years and years. And so Alan Hub is in the room, everybody. Good to see you. Delete Lost Clips is everybody here. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. So let me show you guys the video that I saw yesterday that just has me, the reason why I jumped up this morning. And it's so funny because DLZ Clips and I said it's going to take us about a month to really get on the same page. And then we did. And now I woke up this morning, he texted me, and I text him almost at the same time. Oh my God, did you see this out of Denver? And I said, it's ironic that I woke up at 4 o'clock morning, and the first thing I saw this out of Denver. This is, so I'm going to show this. You guys know, I'm going to try.
Hey, Peter, no worries.
Try not to interrupt it the first 3 minutes, and then we're going to go back over those 3 minutes, and we're going to watch them again, because I watched this last night a couple of times. Not the entire 34 minutes, just the first 3 or 4 minutes I watched 2 or 3 times to try to catch the cues of how things went so poorly. But this is cops in America in a nutshell. And I've
shit, sorry. The best thing that I ever saw of his acting, hi Alanese, the best thing I ever saw about his acting, or him acting, was in his 1,000 Ways to Die, where he got crushed to death by that, was it like a girder type thing, big metal thing. That was funny, that was. It's fucking hilarious. I've got that saved somewhere. Last time I put that on the stream, though, it made the whole fucking thing get demonetized. I had to remove it.
Put up a new idea called transparency using rights protectors.
But if anybody hasn't seen it and wants to see it, I'll try and find it towards the end of the stream, and we can watch it in the last, minute, and then I can just edit that bit out. Well, I can remove it, sort of thing, yeah.
with drones and using technology to spread the money around instead of relying on jackboot thugs who drive around their cars with nobody watching over them. It's not working. And so I presented this idea in a video I called Transparency about a year ago when I was in Dallas. And that idea is still going. I've involved other people now, shown them my ideas, and now they're developing
Agreed, Peter, agreed.
some stuff around the ideas that I've showed them. I never stop. I mean, I don't ever stop. I won't ever, ever, ever stop. You can't.
Oh, there's that smelly shirt. I've not seen that for ages. Oh, thank you, Welsh News Network. All the more the better. Beer's great, so thank you, appreciate it. It makes me feel better. It cures my illness, but it makes me talk like an idiot, clearly.
Negotiate with me. You can't reason with me. You can't. There's nothing you're going to do that's going to get me to stop. If you want to stop, you're going to have to kill me, man, because I'm not
Hi,
stopping until
Nimrod.
this bullshit system is changed.
Oh, deep breaths. Oh, deep breaths. Oh.
It makes my blood boil.
Oh, it makes the blood boil. Oh my God.
So
Oh no.
I'll show you guys the video now, and you guys can see it. This is out of Denver, and I believe that the channel is called Reagan Benson right here. So I'm going to subscribe to Reagan, like we all should do. Make sure that we all subscribe to Reagan. I'm going to open her video big, so you guys. I'm just going to make sure that I'll go wrong.
Oh, his blood pressure's amazingly back to normal now, one lot. That is amazing. Oh, Axel, yeah, that was at the beginning of my stream. Yeah, if anybody in the description,
So I
there
invite
should be
everybody to go
right
over
there.
here, subscribe to Reagan Benson.
Because YouTube are scammers, and I mean, you know what I mean? I lost £50 to the IRS last month. It depressed the fuck out of me. But yeah, if anybody just wants to support the channel and send donations, then buy me a coffee is a good one to do. And the link is in the description. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers, Axel, for the reminder. Yes, anyway, so his blood pressure. Yes, his blood pressure's all amazingly back to normal. Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange? As soon as the fight's over and all this, that and the other, and he hasn't changed, he's still moving around, and apparently he's still getting stalked, and he's still getting trolled, and he's still all this, that and the other, but his blood pressure's all back to normal. It's just amazing. And his knee hasn't exploded with the high knee pressure. I mean, it just makes no sense. I am so confused.
And give it a thumbs up, and then drop a comment for the algorithm. That's what I want you guys to do on my videos too. That's how you can help me the most, is by liking, subscribing, and sharing the videos. So now what you guys are going to see is a microcosm, and I'm going to shut up and get off the screen, and I'm going to let you guys watch this 3 minutes.
Exactly, Tad. I've got high blood pressure. My mum's got high blood pressure, and we've got high blood pressure now for life. That's it. We take medication for it. I can't even believe I forgot about it. I'm sorry. It's always been in the back of my mind about his high blood pressure, but I just sort of forgot that he doesn't talk about it or anything anymore. I just didn't notice. And yeah, that's just, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that is fucking proof that he lied. He is a pussy. He knew he'd get his head kicked in by Chad. He knew it. Oh, speaking of Chad, that fucking shit that he fucking posted. Oh, it's been confirmed. Chad did this and Chad did that, and his missus has left him. And then Chad posted a picture of him and his missus together. Who trolled him? Who did that? Who sent him that shit? I'd love to know.
About 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm going to stop it. And then, because she's just going to repeat the whole time that she can't believe you're just grabbing my friend and arresting her. She just can't believe it the whole time, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's watch this 3 minutes together, and then I'll come back on and we'll talk about it a little bit. This is policing in America in an absolute microcosm. This is policing in America in a microcosm. So let's watch this together.
I don't know why did we have this massive of police response, but this one cop car sat in this lane, impeded traffic as I was driving. This tall, lurchy dude got out, started barking orders at me. Don't start getting fucking smart with me. Oh, I'll have some motherfucking offensive language for you. You keep fucking egging me on, motherfucker, and it'll just go on all fucking night long.
It's funny, they'll demonetize Reagan's video, but they let the cops kidnap people, and Google creates the credit system for China. And so you wonder why they're shutting down our videos. But what the
Oh my God, he sounds like a Trump supporter. First of all, yeah, the cops are just doing that.
I told you to get him under control. What? Why are we going to let this?
So the citizens are explaining that this cop is out of control, and the other cops around
She
are
is
saying,
Chille,
"Oh,
wait
yeah,
there.
right."
She is Chille. She is disgusting. So no wonder he likes her.
Like I said, the ranking system is a problem. It's a huge problem. And all the citizens are clearly saying this cop is out of control. They're pointing out the problem is this cop. And listen to Reagan.
We need your name and badge number. All of this police response for this jackass that escalated this to this kind of response, just for a homeless. You gotta be shitting me, you guys. You have got to be shitting me.
So take how many cops there are. There's at least 8 cops on the scene. And that's where the money is going. People say, oh, your idea of transparency
That's funny, coffee tea. That's quite funny. But you know what, yeah, you know when I was younger and drunk and all that and the other, my dad I used to go for a drink with my dad and his mates sometimes, and he used to have to tell me off for swearing, and my dad never told me off for nothing. But he didn't like hearing the lady swear, and I was his daughter as well, but the more I drink, the faster I talk and the more I swear. So, but I don't swear at people like this though. I swear as I'm talking sort of thing, but I don't, in I don't shout abuse at people. I'm not like that, and I never have been. Oh yeah, and S-Cat Share is allowed to use other people's videos. We're just not allowed to use his. Don't you know? Everybody knows that. I mean, that's the law, by the way. That's how fair use works. Fair use on YouTube is where everybody can use everybody's videos as long as they're transformative. Apart from Chille, no, that's it. Yeah, unless you use Chille's videos, then it's breaking copyright law. But Chille's allowed to use everybody else's. So yeah, that is the law. That's completely the law.
Is going to cost too much money. What are you talking about? You got jackboot thug cops just roaming around the street enforcing whatever law they decide to enforce, and nobody's in their ear saying, leave that person alone and go find an actual crime to investigate. They're not doing that. Instead, they stack up 8+ cops here because there's people with cameras there, and this gets a lot.
Seriously, are there? Oh, you need to point me in the right direction to find that out. Is it in a comment section or something? I didn't even see what the name of the channel was. Put the name, if it is in the comment section and we can look at it, put the name in the channel and I'll skip over to that and have a look at that and then we'll come back.
A lot worse. This gets a lot worse. Okay, I want to show this to you again. So this cop walks up to her and he puts his
Thank you, Peter. By the way, that is my favourite comedian.
hands on her. If you watch very closely, you can see she's walking along with the camera and he puts his hands on her, and naturally as a human being, she retaliates and pushes him back. Watch.
You guys, you have got to be shitting me.
Listen. Do you see that? He pushed her and she said, don't touch me. I'm gonna slow this down to 25% and you guys can see it for yourselves. Listen, he puts his hands on her. He starts it. He puts his hands on her right there.
No, fucking buffering. Sorry about the buffering, I really am. I'm burping now, wait there a minute. Right, I don't know, maybe we're seeing it different, but I was about to say that I don't see them touching, but I think it's that person. Sorry, I thought it was the person behind the camera. Ignore me, sorry.
We have got to stop blindly submitting to turning around and being put dominion over, where they have absolute and total control of us.
Alright, take care, Axel. Have fun.
Don't just turn around and say, okay, I'm under arrest. Nuh-uh, We have to start resisting, where you cannot just throw me in torture cuffs. The answer is going to be no. But she just, because she's a good person, but look.
Oh, got it, Arby. Sorry, I thought you meant that she definitely doesn't. Oh, yeah, is she well in with DMA? I never thought of that, 'cause it's Denver, isn't it?
What's happening? There's nothing going on. There's 8 cops there for a homeless guy. Cop walks up and puts his hands on her. She pushes him back, says, don't touch me. And now she's under arrest for assaulting a police officer. We've got to start to resist this. And I'm not for physical violence, but I'm not for just you allowing a pig to arrest you because he wants to. Because he just decided that you're under arrest. We've got to start to resist. We've got to start to resist. Because we have got to band together pretty soon. Because
oh my God. What a fucking idiot. So he's literally telling them to resist arrest. That's shocking. Let me see what he's talking about again. Sorry.
He puts his hands on her right. Do you see that? He pushed her and she said, don't touch me.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't, right? To me, that looked like he sort of just went to bat away her camera in his face. That's what that looked like to me. Again, I could be wrong.
You have got to be shitting me.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Do you see that? He pushed her and she said, don't touch me. I'm going to slow this down to 25%. And you guys can see it for yourselves.
That did not look like he pushed her. It didn't look like he pushed her. It did not look like he pushed her at all.
He puts his hands on her right there.
Yeah, fuck off, dickhead.
We have got
wait there.
To turning around and being put dominion over, where they have absolute and total control of us. Don't just turn around and say, okay, I'm under arrest. Nuh-uh. We have to start resisting, where you cannot just throw me in torture cuffs. The answer is going to be no. But she just, because she's a good person, but look what's happening. There's nothing going on. There's 8 cops there for a homeless guy. Cop walks up and puts his hands on her. She pushes him back, says, don't touch me. And now she's under arrest for assaulting a police officer. We've got to start to resist this. We've got to start to resist. We've got to start to resist. Because we have got to band together pretty soon. Because
oh my God, what an idiot. Right, on a serious note, yeah. So you've got, let's say, 3 coppers trying to get your hands behind your back to handcuff you because you are under arrest. Now, It's not for violence. So, yeah, you can say, no, I did nothing wrong. I'm innocent. Don't arrest me. You can do that. What else can you do? You can't do anything else unless you use violence. Or not violence, but aggression kind of thing. You know, pulling your hands away, pushing them away, stuff like that. So, what? What does he expect them to do? Fucking ridiculous.
We are heading into a major problem here. You can see it. You can literally see we're heading into a major problem because they're just allowed to arrest us with impunity. And now the judge, by the way, the judge isn't going to know any of this.
That would be fun, Cabby, wouldn't it?
Then he slams her into the window head first.
Not at all. That's not what happened.
Now we all have to back up. And
That's not what happened. He didn't slam her into the window head first. If he'd slammed her into it, the window would have broke, you fucking idiot.
this is what I'm saying. Hey, coppers, it's getting to a tipping point where we're not just going to back up anymore. You're not just kidnapping my friend anymore. That's coming to an end. And if I got to go too, then I got to go too. You're not just kidnapping my friend because you want to, because he doesn't like what she said.
Oh my God. So he's also saying that when your mate's getting arrested, all of you need to start aggressively stopping it so that you get arrested as well. What the fuck? When all his followers do this and get arrested, where will he be? He'll be nowhere. He won't help them raise fucking bail money, or he will try to. He'll pretend that he's raising them bail money and that, but he'll just keep half of it at least to himself, if not all of it. Fuck me. I can't believe he's telling people to resist arrest. I mean, it might be murder, but either way, it's definitely a lawyer who said at the end of the day, at the side of the road or on a path or out in public, whatever, that is not the place to argue the law. Argue the law in court. So if you shouldn't have been arrested, you know, that's shit, but just go with the flow of the trouble. Fight it in court. He's just, wow, man, he's just getting hard. I was talking about it earlier. What was I saying earlier? And it from a previous stream that I did, the shit that he'd said to his people. Oh, it was something to do with traffic stops. Just his advice is fucking awful. Awful. The fuck?
Matter what she's doing. She hasn't broken any law. She's being a journalist. This is insane. And we have got to start to resist. Hey, you filthy coppers, don't think you're putting your hands on me and I'm just gonna, okay, just arrest me. You want to kill me, mofo? Then do it.
What?
Then do it.
Oh
Maybe
my
death is
God.
what sparks the revolution.
Wow. Sorry, I got a mouthful. That's literally just, wow. So now it's fight until you basically get killed. Keep resisting. Just fight, resist. Just, wow. No, she's not being a journalist. None of these people are journalists. We know that. They just pretend, they're just, their delusions are strong, aren't they?
I don't know. But I am not just going with you to a dungeon where you're going to put torture cuffs on me. The answer is absolutely not. And if you try to take one of my friends, you're going to find out I'm going to resist.
What the?
Hey up, Canadian chick. Thank you.
He put his hands on her. Slams her head first into the window. Don't back up.
What the fuck, you guys? What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're tyrannical. Listen to what she says.
Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding.
Listen to what Reagan says. She's spot on with all
Shut
her
up
comments.
then.
You fucking asshole.
Yep.
You fucking prick.
Yep.
You escalated this whole fucking thing.
Yep, he did.
You fucking idiot.
And now look at all the tyrant pigs around there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all backing up.
All doing their job, you mean? They're all doing their job, look. Look at them terrible police officers, human beings doing their job.
Let me have her camera. He just busted her
Look at
camera.
these pigs.
He
Look at
threw
these
her up
pigs.
against the glass. Let me have her camera. Can I have her camera? She'll release it to me. You don't
Look
need
at
that
these
to go to
pigs.
the jail. Then go ask her to give it to me. God damn it. How am I being difficult?
No, you're there because you're an asshole.
You're creating chaos.
You're creating
because your
chaos.
Officer escalated.
Exactly, Global Mom. Remember that fucking, again, I can't remember who did it. I think it might have been on Tones Overthinks It channel, though, ages ago. And there was a auditor who, there was two of them, and one left the building and got, you know, the security or coppers or whatever's hand was just on his back. He didn't push him at all. And then when he went out the door, he literally chucked himself over. It was so blatant. It was so ridiculous. And he did it in an attempt to try and make the police look bad. And, oh, you pushed me, which it was all on camera and they definitely didn't. I wouldn't put anything past these twats. I really wouldn't.
Yes.
Whole fucking thing. Chaos. Bullshit. You're creating chaos because your officer escalated this whole fucking thing.
I agree, Gregory. You don't know what's going to be on it, is it? It's going to be evidence, basically. That, they record everything, so the whole situation is going to be on that camera. Now, you give it to this twatty bird, this fucking horrible woman. She's a fucking horrible bird. She's a dickhead, and that's my opinion. And
Bullshit. You're creating chaos because your officer escalated this whole fucking thing.
And look at the pigs. Look at the pigs. Look at the disgusting pigs. One cop escalates everything out of control. The citizens tell the other pigs that show up, this pig is out of control. The other pigs back up the out of control pig.
Right there, right.
Start your...
Is it really bad, Nimrod? Shall I put it back on the... Right, everybody that's been here for the last half hour or something. So about 10-15 minutes, I've had it on the... What's it? The newer Wi-Fi, I think it was. And now I've got it on this one. So which one was... And so, yeah, so for the last 15 minutes, I've had it now for the last 10 minutes. Or was it worse 20 minutes ago, half hour ago? I can't remember which one I've got it on. I'll have a look. Wait there. Yeah, right. I've got it on the old one now. I had it on the new one before. So it was the new one 20 minutes ago. It's the old one now. When was the buffering worse? This is better? Right, fine. I'll keep it on this.
Resist. You are not just arresting me, pig. That's not happening anymore. I'm not just willingly submitting my dominion to you, that you get to torture me and put me in absolute torturous pain and then drag me down to a dungeon where you're going to put me in a rape cage. Look at my backside. Look at my bunghole as though you're...
Which they've said they don't do that anymore. They don't fucking, they don't shine a torch cuffs personally. They're a lot better than my thumb cuffs. Thumb cuffs ain't very good in the bedroom, to be fair. We've tried. Rape cage? Grow the fuck up, man. What the fuck? Can everybody remember what was my mum's opinion on him calling jails, excuse me, I keep burping, jail and prison a dungeon? Can you remember? I think she said, what twat? I think that's what she said.
Solving the drug problem, it's time to start resisting. It is time to start resisting. You don't just get to arrest me because you say, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Nuh-uh. No more. It's gone.
Funny, innit, Rebel at Heart, yeah? He goes on about rape cage. This is the bloke who manufactured, with the intent to supply, the date rape drug, GHB. And by the way, that is the date rape drug over in the UK. I know there's Hypno and whatnot over in America, but over here, especially when I was younger, it was GHB. I got sparked with it once. Luckily, I was with fucking damn good people that were alert and kept an eye. But my mate got sparked with it once, and she worked with me, and she was with other people, and they fucking left her, and the bad thing happened. You know what I mean? So fuck him.
Too far. Look how filthy these pigs are. Suing is not going to matter because the filthy pigs get away with it. They don't get in trouble for it. We have got to start.
Hey Susie, what are you up? What's up with you? I didn't catch the further up chat. I hope you're okay there, my love. Thanks for popping in.
To resist. You don't just get to grab me and arrest me because you say I'm under arrest. And we have to start to form...
Students just done it perfectly. Don't resist. You'll get another charge. Follow orders. Don't answer questions other than to confirm who you are and ask for an attorney. It's simple. And it is. It's fucking simple. It's ketamine, date rape drug, Global Mom. I used to take that. I used to, voluntarily, obviously. When I used to do raving and whatnot. When I went off to Wales, the New Age Travellers, just like in the legal race, that's the only fucking drug we had. And it battered me. I can remember trying to walk out the back of the van because my mate was on the decks. It was his fucking session sort of thing, and I couldn't fucking walk properly. And I promised that I'd come out and dance to his music, so I had to lean against the speaker to do it. It fucked me. So, yeah, there we go. Bit of Isa as a teenager experience.
Your obligation to resist and to overthrow that governance. This is written by John Locke. So we are looking at the end of the social contract. These jackboot thug pigs can just walk up and arrest you because they say, oh, push you back, and now you're under arrest. That maggot put his hands on her first. He had no right to touch her. And I don't want to hear your Biden shit because Trump did the same thing. Reagan was the worst president in U.S. history. I cannot believe the sucking of Reagan that goes on.
Right, hands up, yeah? No, actually, right, so what should I say? If we all believe, including us Brits and anybody from any other country other than America, but especially you Americans, if you all believe that Chille's take on American history is bullshit, put a 69 in the chat.
Now, because he had a couple good speeches. Did y'all miss the speech where he said, let's get rid of the Fourth Amendment? Did y'all miss that speech? Did y'all miss the gun legislation that Reagan passed? The only legitimate gun legislation that truly stripped us of our gun rights was passed by Reagan. Before that, it was the 1911 Sullivan Act. If you don't know about the 1911 Sullivan Act, it passed in New York City in 1911. The governor of New York City named Tim Sullivan. That's why it's called the Sullivan Act. Tim Sullivan.
Is that actually unlocked? Are you being serious? Is that why I lost them 200 subs? I wouldn't be fucking surprised, you see, so...
was a conservative. Every single gun legislation and stripping of the Second Amendment happens by conservatives or Republicans. Sorry, every single police state, prison state, death state is pushed forward by conservatives and Republicans. Sorry, I put up a thing in my community yesterday of a Christian woman on Instagram who I was...
That's it. Unlocked then. If that's serious, yeah, that says it all, doesn't it? That's what a load of his fucking... Oh, wow. I'm not surprised at all, really ain't.
I was following her. I loved her. I was reposting her videos. I was like, oh my God, this woman is amazing, right? Then she comes out with a post yesterday and says, you know, we have 400 products in our store and our products go to a clean environment, homeschooling, and we support the cops. I put her on blast. I unsubscribed. I sent her a text. I said, what's the matter with you? Who was? I've
said this before, and this is what my dad said to me when I was a gobby, twatty teenager, you know, and I was breaking the law and I was taking drugs and I was doing all this, that and the other. And my dad, as I've said before, but I'll say it again, he, when he was younger, he got his teeth knocked out by police. It was pure police brutality, did nothing wrong. They didn't even arrest him. Put him in the back of it, took him in the back of the van, beat the shit out of him, and then dumped him somewhere. 14. So I've got reason to dislike coppers, but I'm a grown-up now, yeah? So now I realise they're human beings. Yes, there are bad police, but there's also good ones. Most of them are good. Some of them are bad. I'm not going to judge all of them because of my bad experience. Now, my dad told me, it's all good and well, yeah, you hating police, but if your little brother went missing, what would we do? I said, oh yeah, you'd phone the police. He said, yeah, right. When you're older, if you've got kids and whatnot, and something bad happens, what would you do? I'd phone the police. If the house got burgled, what would we do? We'd phone the police. And it made me realize, exactly. And it's like with him, yeah? I know he's got no kids and whatnot, but he's got a sister and he's got nieces and nephews and shit. If one of them went missing, would he say to his sister, don't phone the police? The police are scumbags, don't phone the police, we'll find them ourselves. Would he say that to his sister if one of his nieces or nephews went missing? Would he fuck? He'd want the police to be called. She would want the police to be called, and she would do it. Of course she would, she's a mother. It just... What the fuck? So yeah, I support the police and most people support the police because, you know, sometimes we fucking need them.
So who was enforcing those bird flu mandates in 2020? That was the cops. The cops were doing that. So let's watch a little bit more so you guys can see the absolute tyranny. Reagan, you were so spot on, hun. And by the way, Reagan, if you reach out to me, I got some people who want to help you. If everybody wants to let Reagan know, there's some people who want to help her out that I work with, who want to be a part of her situation moving forward, mostly for the woman who's been put into the dungeon for no reason. But let's watch the next 2 minutes.
Global Mum, exactly. That's my opinion on all auditors, pretty much all auditors. You know what, I'm not going to say all. I'm going to say 98% of auditors, yeah? That their problem with the police is that they've been arrested once upon a time. They've been done for it. They've probably spent time in prison or jail. And instead of coming out and saying, yeah, I did it, like what Unlock said earlier, he did something wrong. That's why he got arrested. I did things wrong. That's why I got arrested. Instead of owning it, they come out like, oh, I hate the police. I can't believe they did this. I can't believe they did that. Instead of saying, shit, yeah, fair enough. I did this. I got caught. Oh, well. No, it's fucking pathetic.
Thank you. Very well. God damn it. You guys. Unfucking real. Unfucking real.
Look at that filthy pig. He's watching a kidnapping. They're all a part of kidnapping.
Well, I'm really sorry, yeah, but I'm trying to sort my dinner out, so the kettle's boiling for a minute. I don't know if it's well loud. So let me let it finish boiling. I'll look at the chat for a minute. So yay, talk to me. Hi, Nano. Hi, Nano. Hi, Nano. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, I hate the thought that I say people's names wrong. So thank you. I've got some cheap wine down my face at the moment, so you know I might be alright. It makes me feel a little bit better, anyways. I gotta get up early in the morning, which is always a good thing. So I'll be okay. I don't know whether I have got COVID again because I've had it before and it feels quite a thing, but I've got to make the gravy. So I'm suddenly starving, so yeah. Oh, you're lucky or not to have to get up early. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I have to get up at 7:30. Poor me. Good old school one, but somebody else does it. My daughter does it on Mondays, so it's happy days. So that means I can get drunk on a Sunday night. It all comes from bad parenting and not teaching people to accept responsibility for their actions. Cadbury Bonnet, you're completely right, probably, anyway. I don't know. Then again, no, I'll say you're completely right, but I mean, no, actually, my parents had some shit happen, so yeah. You have to get up before 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. Bloody hell. Right, kettle's boiled, so I'm going to make my gravy. Microwave's got to go on soon, though, so
What in the actual...
Now they're going to put up crime scene tape to push the journalists back. Listen to what Reagan says.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Fuck you, Sergeant. Fuck you.
Don't call him Sergeant. Don't call him Sergeant.
Yes, thank you. Look how easy that was. One for...
Look at those pigs. Each one makes $50,000 to $150,000 a year, all standing around because they have nobody in their ear giving them proper directives.
Easy that was.
Look at the ego of these pigs.
For a homeless guy, huh?
They got to set up crime scene tape.
For a homeless guy?
No, they're doing this so they can arrest her and get away with it and say, no, we had a crime scene there. It was a homeless guy in a foyer.
Okay. You just...
I've got to stop making my gravy for a second. Right, don't get me wrong, yeah, I could have missed something or another, but is it just a homeless guy? I mean, does he know that? And does this woman actually know exactly what it is? Hello, Norfolk Southern Poker District, thanks for being here, mate. Do they know what it is, either of them, Chille or her? Do they actually properly know what it is? Because personally, I don't think they do. They're just looking at something and thinking, this is my take on it. But he talks about it like it's fact, don't he? Don't get me wrong, yeah, it could just be an homeless guy. I don't know, because you know why I don't know? Because I weren't there and I ain't him. So, yeah.
Just fucking chill. Just fucking chill.
You don't appreciate anything. You're a parasite and you're a pig.
Back up. You're in my personal space.
You walked
Fuck
up to her,
me.
you
He
maggot.
keeps making me stop making my gravy. Fucking parasite. Who is the one, yeah, that sucks off people's bad situations? Who is the one that makes a fortune, not necessarily fortune, but a fucking living and money off people's shitty, terrible situations? Who is that? Is that the police? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure the police make an actual wage, you know, because it's their job. Or is it fucking Chille?
You got in my...
No, you shut the fuck
Back
up.
the fuck away from me. You put up crime scene tape. I'm behind it.
Look at him.
Why the fuck you want to be in my face?
He's in front of the tape. She walks around him and goes to the edge of the
That's
tape.
fucking easy.
Look at him.
Nobody took the law.
What in the fuck are you guys doing? What in the actual fuck are you guys doing? Liz,
They kidnapped her.
what the fuck?
Every guy there is a part of kidnapping.
Yeah, it's kidnapped, yeah.
I'm not gonna get hit.
And now they act like they're concerned about her safety after they kidnapped her friend. Yes, I do.
Why? Why do I need to stand on the sidewalk? You guys have the whole fucking street shut down.
Look at these.
What in the-
Look at these douchebag cops holding their line.
You guys have the whole fucking
Look,
street.
they've created a line and they're holding the line against journalists. Look. This is military tactics. They've created a line and now they're stationed there holding the line. For what? For what? Where's the crime? The homeless person, who we're probably not going to get to, is completely deranged, completely crazy. But what line are they holding here?
Oh my God.
They're just pushing to ramp.
Sorry, I just had to nip off just then. Let me rewind it a little bit.
They've created a line and they're holding the line against journalists. Look, this is military
They're not fucking journalists, you fucking twat.
tactics. They've created a line and now they're stationed there holding the line. For what? For what? Where's the crime? The homeless person, who we're probably not going to get to, is completely deranged, completely crazy. But what line are they holding?
What? Right, so the homeless person is completely crazy, completely deranged. Now, I do not trust his fucking diagnosis of mental illness whatsoever. Also, by the way, yeah, I have mental health problems, so don't take this the wrong way. But somebody who is mentally ill and described as deranged can be a danger to themselves or to others. So, you know what, right? Let's pretend that shit is right. That means maybe he needs help and maybe it's for the best thing. Right, and I'll be saying, fucking hell, man, it's not difficult, is it? Thank you, by the way, Arber. Appreciate it. I'm trying to watch it, but I'm not doing my best job because I'm trying to sort my dinner out.
Here. They're just pushing tyrannical behavior on us and seeing how long before we organize and we resist this. And I'm there now. I'm done with this. If I get killed because these jackboot thug pigs try
Oh my gosh, shut up, you fucking dramatics, you twat. Next time let's say next time he does something wrong and somebody goes to a copper, or not somebody, a copper goes to arrest him, put 69 in the chat, yeah? If you think he's just gonna go and be arrested and... I mean, he used to say that shit, nah, when he was a TikToker. Oh, a proper martyr, what the fuck?
Arrest me, then I get killed. But I am not going with you blindly, pig.
We'll see.
You're not just blindly kidnapping me. Sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah,
the answer's
well.
absolutely no. And we need to start stopping them from stealing our friends off the streets. What did that woman do wrong? And now she's going to be charged with assaulting a police officer, a felony. And the pig initiated the entire thing. We have to start to resist. If we have to create constitutional cities in this country, whatever we have to do, we've got to resist this tyrannical behavior. It has to change. And the tipping point for me is now. I watched this last night. I was absolutely furious.
Oh, no.
Burning.
Oh, no.
I couldn't go back to sleep after I saw this.
Oh my God.
Street shut down. What?
I'm so disturbed that Chille was furious and that, you know, Chille couldn't sleep and it just drove Chille crazy. That's just terrible. It's terrible. Right, let me play this for a minute.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Right there is $400,000 in salaries, acting like an egotistical asshole.
What are you doing?
Minding their own business.
Guarding a
crime scene.
guy in a fucking foyer.
It's a
This is
foyer.
all over a homeless guy in a foyer.
Listen,
What foyer?
listen,
Guard-
just listen.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Guarding a homeless guy in a fucking foyer. This is all over a homeless guy in a foyer. What in the fuck are you doing?
But Chille said he was deranged, so surely that's it then, isn't it? He was a homeless guy in a foyer, but he was actually deranged and therefore a danger to himself or others. Or could be a danger to himself or others. So, you know, make your mind up, Chille. Which narrative is it?
She's going to say the same thing over and over and over here. She's going to continue to berate that these...
Oh my God.
They just kidnapped her friend. I mean...
Christopher! CMA! 8th and Broadway!
They quite literally kidnapped her friend. They just kidnapped him. Because...
All for a homeless guy. They're making him move, and this fucking lurch right here escalated the whole fucking thing. Right there.
But he's the ranking officer.
Turned it into a fucking Holy Grail event.
Yep. But
What did you...
But what have I been telling you guys since the beginning, since I started this channel since 2020?
That you're stupid, that's what you've been telling us. All of us can see that you're fucking stupid and that you're deranged and that you ain't right in the fucking head and that you're a sad, grifting, lonely fucking playboy.
The ranking system, you call them sergeant, lieutenant, captain, you're adding to tyranny. When you take an oath to uphold the Constitution, you don't need someone telling you what to do. Your job is to defend people's rights. They bastardized it to law enforcement. It has to go. It has to change. And I think we're on the tip of a revolutionary war. I think we're this close to guns going off because these guys are out of control. Do not let them kidnap your friend off.
Oh my God, the shit that he's saying. So he's trying to now kick off a revolutionary war. So do not let your friends get kidnapped off the street by coppers. So basically don't let your friends get arrested by the police. And now anybody that's on, you know, in the same mind that they could have a gun on them, they could shoot the police because they're trying to kidnap their friend off the street. He is fucking... The shit that he says is dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. What the fuck?
Off the street. It's time to resist. It's time to say, no, we're going to lock arms. You're not just taking my friend. You want to arrest all of us? Then arrest all of us. We have to stop letting them individually target us and arrest us and kidnap us. And then that person faces a bunch of charges. And what happens?
By the way, yeah, at least 3 of the times that I've been arrested, I got arrested with all of my friends. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Your friends can do that. They'll probably get arrested as well.
What happens is they demoralize you by strip searching you. They demoralize you by kidnapping you. They demoralize you by putting you through this absolute dominion process where they roll your fingers across the booking computer. All these things they do to slowly deteriorate.
Oh my God, is he that... If the one thing it shows on about taking your fingerprints, grow the fuck up, man. The fuck?
Your confidence. That's what they do to people. That's what they do. And if you have children, an activist like myself, they would try to kidnap my children or kidnap my...
Yes, Hayla, exactly. He's trying to get people to declare war. That's how I took it. He's trying to kick off a war. Right. I'm having a fag out the window. So my dinner's going to be warming up in the microwave. So I'm going to hopefully hang the phone out of the window so I can carry on watching this and talking to you. But I won't be able to see the chat. And if I drop my phone, that's going to be fun. Wait there. 2 minutes. Alright. Oh, let's work. There we go. Happy days.
Wife. But I don't have a wife and kids, so they can't do that.
No
to me.
shit.
Or they would have done it by now. 100% they would have done it by now. We can no longer allow this to happen. We have to now implement a change. So in every different city across America, we have to start to organize resistance teams who are not going to let these cops kidnap us and take us away. It has to come to an end. Sooner or later, it has to become in real life where we say we are not going to be kidnapped by you jackboot thugs. And my language is just on the tip of bursting. I'm trying to keep it in check.
He does. He talks so well. He never swears.
But watching this, and look at this pig on the screen here. Clearly they're kidnapping someone, and look how proud that pig is. Look at, they're all in it together. Oh, there's some good cops. Where's the good cop here? I don't see any good cops.
That's because, like, you ain't got the right glasses on anymore. The red glasses were worse, so I do admit. Maybe if you went to Specsavers, you could get an actual proper pair of glasses, and maybe then you'd be able to see the good cops. That's a good, isn't it? One moment. Happy days.
What did you get these guys here on fucking an active shooter? Huh? What the fuck are you guys doing? Just to get this guy out of the foyer.
Exactly. Because they got caught with their man impeding traffic. That's what
What the fuck are you idiots doing? Do you know how fucking stupid you look?
She's fucking disgusting, isn't she? Like, I swear like a fucking trooper, but you know where I don't do it? I don't do it out there on the fucking street. You're a dickhead.
This sergeant right here is sitting here condoning nobody has
Jesus.
policy or none of this shit.
Hey, that's it. You guys are so fucking dumb. Saw him, so he slams on his brakes
And-
right here. No lights.
So the guy who just screamed that, so let me help you guys out right here.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you hear
please
the guy
help us
just
out.
scream? No qualified
Are you,
immunity.
sorry, are you all ready? Chille's going to help us out. I hope you're all ready.
You hear that? You hear that? Let me, and please, whoever said that, try not to be offended, because you've been listening to morons like James Freeman, who's a total dunce cap. He might be brave, he might have balls. The guy's the...
Yeah, total dunce cat, but he's got a bigger channel than you. He hasn't bought his subs. I think he's a twat sometimes. But basically, he's a total dunce cat because he doesn't agree with you. Like many auditors. Most auditors hate you, Chille. Hate you. So, I mean, I think that says a lot.
dumbest guy. He's the dumbest auditor there is. He literally has taught you all that it's qualified immunity. So let's take 2 steps back here. Did the cop stop the car and walk up to investigate the homeless person? Yes. What's that called? That's called a Terry stop. So was this qualified immunity or was this a Terry stop? This was a Terry stop. Now, there's been no violence done to the man, and they'll say there was no violence done to the woman who was arrested. There is, of course. But is it within the scope of qualified immunity? No. No. So what would have stopped this if you can't Terry stop people? But you got that moron, James Freeman.
What are you talking about? That was just the biggest load of ramble I've heard today. And I've heard a lot today, so fucking hell, man.
Who's been running around saying, qualified immunity, qualified immunity. Remember, James Freeman is a dunce. He has no education. He's not a constitutional law scholar. He's openly said he hates this country. And
Wait there. Hold it. Whoa. Right. He's got no education. What's Chille's education, everybody? What is Chille's education? Can you remember? He came second from bottom in his ass. He didn't do shit in college at all. Oh my God, really? I hate that. Right, I'll have to look at that in a minute. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't know James Freeman's education. Of course I don't. But he ain't got no fucking education either, and he is not a constitutional law scholar. He's gone from saying, yeah, that other people labelled him that, to now declaring that he's 100% definitely that. The fuck, man? Exactly, Gregory, exactly. The fuck? Oh, my head is blown, I swear.
he hates the Constitution and he hates the Bill of Rights. And you're still repeating qualified immunity. It's the dumbest thing. I've been here for a year now. I've been explaining it to you guys. Before I was here, you had a bunch of YouTubers who wanted to get clicks and comments and views and likes and make some money. That's not what this is about. This is about changing the system. It's not.
Wow, that was probably one of the biggest lies he's ever said, that this isn't about making money. You fucking liar.
Qualified immunity, it's Terry versus Ohio. This stop was initiated as a Terry stop. There's no qualified immunity going on here. Zero. And by the way, qualified immunity can be overtaken by simply proving that the cop should have known better. Which means you can go through his personnel record, see previous arrests that he didn't have the same conduct, and then qualified immunity is overcome.
That qualified immunity, just fuck off, Chille, grow the fuck up.
Qualified immunity, unlike Terry, you can always walk up to someone on the Terry stop and say, I'm suspicious. How do you undo that? Prove that the cop wasn't suspicious? No, you have to overturn Terry versus Ohio. I mean, just dunce caps. YouTube is filled with fraudsters, filled with fake people who don't give a damn about independence, freedom, liberty, don't give a damn about the Constitution, don't know anything about it, openly say they hate it. And you're still saying qualified.
Cadbury Bunny, I think you've got a good point, yeah. So he's making a lot of money from grifting, but he's spending most of it. Maybe he's spending probably 80% of it on buying views and subs.
Community, please. This was a stop.
Go on the hook for that, bud. What in the actual? We had video of what you did prior to, you stupid ass. Video prior to. Did you still want to do that traffic stop on me? You need to ask him if he wants to complete this traffic stop on me. You told me he was going to arrest me. You're going to make him finish the traffic stop?
Yeah, you think this is a fucking game?
No, I didn't. No, I did not refuse to identify myself. He would not tell me if he was doing a traffic stop. I don't have to give you my fucking ID. Why do you want to play stupid? Why do you want to play stupid?
Because he is stupid.
Just because he's ordering me to give ID doesn't mean I
Coming from these geniuses, I mean, she's clearly well educated, ain't she? Look at the fucking gob on her. And this twat.
have to do it.
Nobody broke no goddamn laws out here.
Holy shit. Boy, you guys, you're going to get fucking IA super busy on this one, aren't you?
No, they're not. They're not going to get internal affairs super busy. You can read the Mullen Commission. It's available on my website for free. You can download it for nothing. 1994 Mullen.
Which is from fucking years ago and only New York. Fuck me, I'm English and I know that. Yes, everybody, by the way, I know it's just a shock to people, but I'm not American. I am British, and even I fucking know that. What a dickhead.
Commission, they're not going to get in trouble by internal affairs. And if delete laws clips would put in there when I went to internal affairs in Toledo, Ohio, put the clip for the link for the video in there, it's not how it works. Internal affairs are cops investigating cops. The state police who investigate the city cops are cops investigating cops. The super BCI cops or Georgia Bureau of Investigations or Tennessee Bureau of Investigations or Texas Rangers investigating the small town cops in Dallas. It's cops investigating cops. They get together with the Fraternal Order of Police every year and they go, hey, if anything happens, I know your cousin's brother's best friend. We worked together for years. I was in the military with that guy. You're not going to hem him up, are you? Oh, no. It's a great big scam. So someone typed on here, they want me to explain the difference between Terry versus Ohio and qualified immunity. Terry versus Ohio is a 1968 Supreme Court case that changed our constitutional rights. It stripped away the Fourth Amendment completely. Terry versus Ohio says that a cop can walk up to you and say, I'm reasonably articulable suspicion of you. It's called RAS. Stop using it. It's made up unconstitutional garbage created by a KKK member, Hugo Black. And we just found
Is that true? Let me know, because anything he says, I doubt it.
out yesterday that Anthony Scalia's of garbage, and I hope they're both burning in hell. If you came here for some light cupcake guy, you're in the wrong place. I'm a hardcore mother, and I'm never going to...
Shocking, innit, Rebel? He's a hardcore motherfucker, by the way, people. Hardcore. Yeah, right. Stay away from me, lady. She assaulted me. Yeah, proper fucking hard.
Stop. Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg were scum. So in 1968, Earl Warren's court with the Hugo Black KKK member on there, what they did is they allowed the first black man to present his case in the Supreme Court. Well, you know what? That rookie named Louis Stokes, he pitched a great big... For some light cupcake guy, you're in the wrong place. I'm a hardcore mother, and I'm never going to stop. Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg were scum. So in 1968, Earl Warren's court with the Hugo Black KKK member on there,
That sounded like he said, I wasn't sure whether he said Earl Warden, you see. So I don't know how you say his name. That's not who he just said, is it?
what they did is they allowed the first black man to present his case in the Supreme Court. Well, you know what? That rookie named Louis Stokes, he pitched a great big goose egg, and he got John Terry's conviction affirmed at the Supreme Court. And then what they did is they changed the laws. They changed the Fourth Amendment for the right to be secure in your person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And they said you can be searched and seized if a cop believes he's reasonably articulable suspicion of you. I swear to God that happened in 1968. If you don't know this, then you don't understand my channel
He swore to God, so it must be true.
at all. My entire channel is based on overturning Terry versus Ohio. On the back of my shirt, it says overturn Terry versus Ohio. What happened here? The cop said, I see a homeless guy in a foyer, slammed his car on, and Terry stopped him. Based on the idea that he's reasonably articulable suspicion that maybe he's trespassing or he's being a vagrant or...
No, if they saw him in the foyer, then he's trespassing. God, sorry, I got a mouthful of food just then. The fuck? They didn't say, that bloke looks suspicious, I'm going to do this. He's just... In that one sentence, he completely fucked himself over and contradicted himself. Wow.
That's a bank building, so it's a private building, so it wouldn't be loitering. Loitering would be on public lands. But the point is that Terry versus Ohio allows the cop to pass him for he's being a vagrant or... that's a bank building, so it's a private building, so it wouldn't be loitering. Loitering would be on public lands.
It's all right, I didn't understand what he said properly then. Honestly, I thought he said lawyering. I was well confused.
But the point is that Terry versus Ohio allows the cop to walk up to you and say, I'm suspicious of you. Now, once you're interacted with the cops, you have a 1989 holding called Graham versus Connor. Graham versus Connor is the use of force continuum.
It's Graham.
The use of force protocols. In 1984, in a case called Graham versus Connor, that they determined police need to make split-second decisions. We don't need to anymore with cameras everywhere, but we're still living under this absolute tyrannical garbage. So Terry allows them to walk up and say, I'm suspicious of you, and detain Qualified immunity has to do with after they POW arrest you, do they drop their knees on your head when you're in torture cuffs? Do they punch you in the face when you're in torture cuffs? Do they electrocute you when you're in torture cuffs? But the
Put 69 in the chat if you wished all these things would happen to him.
way you get put in torture cuffs is Terry versus Ohio. When the cop says, I'm suspicious of Norman, so I'm suspicious of Norman because I'm suspicious of Norman, then, you know, well, what? I'm going to put him in torture cuffs and detain him. Terry versus Ohio creates this magical space called
I love you lot.
detainment. In the name of officer safety, we create this magical detainment space in 1968. Well, the police, why do we create a detainment space? For officer safety. We're going to detain you for officer safety. This is the Supreme Court's ideologies. This is their policies they created. And so the police then created a policy. Why do you always hear office? Oh, don't walk behind me for officer safety. Oh, don't go over there for officer safety. Why do you think you always hear that? Because the Supreme Court created
Because they want to keep officers safe. You know, these are normal people that have got normal lives, like, you know, kids and wives and parents and all this, that and the other. And they go to work every day. We should keep them fucking safe. It's not hard.
a caveat where police could create policy around officer safety. The Terry v. Ohio holding literally says officers can detain you if they're suspicious of you. So this cop can say, I was reasonably suspicious that maybe he was vandalizing or trespassing. And now he can enter into that person's world, put them in torture cuffs, enter them into POW style of arrest, take them down to the dungeon, strip search them, and put them in a rape cage. None of those things happen without Terry versus Ohio. Without Terry versus Ohio, no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, the Fourth Amendment. That would mean that when that pig drove by the homeless person, when the pig drove by the homeless person in the foyer, that he would have to see him breaking a law and have to have probable cause to interact with him. There's the $1 million difference. So all of you new folks, if you just got here, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm not sorry for the way I am. I'm a hardcore mother. I'm a hardcore guy and sensitive as cotton candy in my chest. But if you keep saying things that are stupid by stupid people who are uneducated, ignorant.
Good point, Tom. Good point.
Morons, then you're just going to sound like an uneducated, ignorant moron. It is not qualified immunity. There's a couple states in America.
I've literally got a mouthful, but yeah. So you're just going to sound like Chille, basically.
Where qualified immunity has been abolished. I think Colorado is one. I think Arizona is one, if I'm not mistaken. Has policing changed? No, because they can still walk up to you and say, I'm suspicious of you. And now your whole life is turned upside down because the detainment process for me, it ain't happening. You ain't putting me in torture cuffs. No how.
Sorry about the buffering. He loves himself that much that there is literally no way at all, ever, that he is going to resist being put in handcuffs if the other option is being killed. He's never going to do that. We know this. And also, he's a pusser. He wouldn't fucking fight back. He'd just say words. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to sue you. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. That's all he'd do as he's putting his hands behind his back and getting handcuffed. That's literally all he'd do. We all know this. And it's a fact.
There's a camera on you. The judge is watching. You need me to go with you? I'll go. You're not putting me in torture cuffs, bud. And how come they can put you in torture cuffs? Because of Terry versus Ohio. It's so absolutely stupid when people say qualified immunity. It's because of that dunce cap, James Freeman.
Oh, what did I miss on his chat? I didn't even think to look. Was it something good? Let's have a look. Please give me some keywords so I can... I will go back to where we were. I'm looking. I'm not looking at his chat, though. Oh, fuck it. No, I'd.
No way. You want to kill me? Then kill me. And how come they can put you in torture cuffs? Because of Terry versus Ohio. It's so absolutely stupid when people say qualified immunity. It's because of that dunce cap, James Freeman. I'm sorry. I don't.
Exactly, Mark. He didn't fucking. Exactly. He went like a proper obedient little man, didn't he?
Respect him. I don't like him. He's an idiot. He's been teaching you guys qualified immunity because he doesn't know any better. It's not his fault. He's just uneducated and kind of dumb. So just don't listen to morons. Remember, you have to actually educate yourself. You have to read. You got to read to be educated, okay? Your superpower is reading. And
no, it's not. Not if you're reading, but misunderstanding. I mean, for example, yeah, I can read a science paper, but I guarantee that I won't understand a lot of the stuff that's in there because I'm not educated for that kind of thing. He's like that. He can read and he retains trivia, but he doesn't understand what he's talking about. That is a fact. That's been proven over and over and over again. These people, including him and his followers, their way of being educated is watching YouTube videos, maybe 2-3 YouTube videos, and then saying that they know the law.
Supreme Court cases, including Pearson versus Ray from 1967, which creates qualified immunity for police. It's based on racism. You can listen to Terry versus Ohio from 1968 on oyays.org. It's based on racism. You can listen to Graham versus Connor.
Chille would know all about racism.
From 1989 that creates the use of force continuum. It's based on racism. You're white and poor and the cops target you, and so you don't like that it's racist? Sorry. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. It's true. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. Our laws were created for blacks.
That's not fucking true. That's just such a demonstrable lie. Oh my God, that face is wicked. Look at his poor face. Oh my God. I don't think I've seen one as good as that. That is funny. That really is. That's cool. That's definitely going in my next thumbnail.
Laws in our country were created for black people. You don't like it? Sorry. Every single gun law we have created for blacks. That Sullivan thing I talked about from 1911. So from 18.
This is his bukkake face. I love you, Hader. This is just his thing, innit? This is what he does. He wants to make out like he's fighting against racism and whatnot to hopefully get, people of different races on board. But it's not going to work because everybody's already seen your TikTok videos, mate, and your messages and shit. Everybody's seen you tend to be, a man of the people and stop racism. Excuse me. Nobody fucking believes it. You're a fucking idiot.
From 1898 to 1903. That little 5-year section right there. 1898 to 1903 was some of the worst lynching of blacks in U.S. history. So what did they do? They said, let's get the fluck out of the South and let's move up to the cities where we can work in factories. So the blacks said, we're out of here. We're moving out of Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Texas. We're leaving and we're heading up to Baltimore where the car industry is, Detroit. We're moving up to where the airline industry is in Baltimore. We're moving up to New York where there's...
I thought it was Detroit where the car industry was. Again, not American, but that's what I thought.
Commercial industry.
He said Baltimore.
That blacks can work in where you don't have to have an education. You're literally just popping it and passing down the line, popping and passing down the line. This is a little history lesson for you. So what happens when all the blacks are moving into New York City in...
You just said black people aren't educated.
1909, 1910, 1911. Now, they had already passed a series of laws, which you can get on my website for free, called The Racist Origins of Gun Control. There's 2 different PDFs. The gun laws were created for blacks. And so in 1911, when there was an influx of carpetbaggers and blacks into New York City, the governor then passed an executive order called the Sullivan Act that said you had to have a permit. And what does the 1911 Sullivan Act say? You have to have a permit. Well, who do you get the permit from? You get the permit from the president.
Yeah, man, William, yeah, that's where it all started in 1903, before things were even invented. So, yeah, Chille knows best.
Of the police bureau, the chief of police. So if you want to get a concealed carry handgun today, you got to go down and sign up with the pigs, and the chief pig...
Well, at least before they were actually in industry, that's what I meant.
...has to agree that you get to get a permit for a handgun. How many blacks got handguns in 1911? 0! You know who did get one? Donald Trump. Senior. Donald Trump's great-grandfather.
But what's his fucking point? They brought in gun legislation, thank fuck for that, and white people get refused guns as well. His history lessons are demonstrably fucking wrong. It's ridiculous. I don't know, did I? When did he say that, Global Mom? I need to listen then. Sorry, I gotta rewind it a little bit.
What does the 1911 Sullivan Act say? Carpetbaggers and blacks, and all the blacks are moving into New York City in 1909, 1910, 1911. Now, they had already passed a series of laws, which you can get on my website for free, called The Racist Origins of Gun Control. There's 2 different PDFs. The gun laws were created for blacks. And so in 1911, when there was an influx of carpetbaggers and blacks into New York City...
So is that what carpetbaggers means? Irish and Italians? And he's not racist, I can't believe he just said that. What a wanker.
Donald Trump. Senior. Donald Trump's great-grandfather. He was on the list automatically.
Sure.
Trump's been in power for years. So you're starting to see, I don't love telling you this. My base is white boomers and older Gen X. That's my base of people who support me. A lot of them don't like hearing it. I don't care. If you want some Archibald Dunnan William
Yeah, Mark, none of them matter because they don't suit his narrative, do they? So, you know, you're just going to ignore that.
Archibald Dunnan, Archibald, Archibald, William Archibald Dunnan wrote the textbooks for the schools in the United States of America when he partnered with the Sisters of the Confederacy after the Revolution, after the Civil War was won by the North. We paid a bunch of concessions to the South to keep them a part of us. The two-senator thing, why is there
I have no idea what carpetbaggers means. I've never heard it before.
2 senators for Alaska and 2 senators for California? Because they had to make sure that we had a balance of racist states with non-racist states, or slave states with non-slave states. These are facts of history, which I'll be teaching in constitutional law.
It's gone full conspiracy theorist now, isn't it? That's how it all worked out then, isn't it, Chille? Yeah, of course it is. And we're all going to learn because he's going to do a history channel. So, yeah, happy days.
But I just don't want people to walk around and not understand that the laws being applied to us were originally just for blacks. Just for black people, in case black people get offended when I say blacks. We say Asians, we say whites, we say browns, but you can't say blacks apparently because some black people get offended. So, can't please everybody, can I? And I never will because I'm a hardcore mother and I'm never going to stop. So, you're seeing it. You're seeing it.
Yeah.
That just made me put my knife and fork down. It's hardcore as fuck he is, you know. I'm going to let it play for a minute because I've got it loose.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is this the fucker that,
Yes.
slow down. Is this the fucker that slammed Liz into the glass?
Both of them.
No, it was, no, it wasn't.
I know this guy's on the. They didn't even say why she even got arrested. Guaranteed on the elements of the crime they're even going to charge somebody with. But they're going to have to answer that shit on the stand. Watch.
They're not going to have to answer to
What
anything.
the fuck are you guys doing?
Each person
You
that's
fucking idiots.
Yep.
Why
Yep.
you engaged in a fucking physical act? Why? What's the elements of the crime? Why though? What you gonna say to the judge? And then when she asks you too, what's the elements of the crime that you charged me to, and you don't fucking know it, and they don't fit.
Okay, so what that auditor is trying to talk about is called CCC, Core Criminal Conduct. And so within the 1952 to 1962 Model Penal Code, something was written in there for Core Criminal Conduct, CCC. And what that auditor is trying to articulate properly is he's trying to ask the pig, what is your core criminal conduct? Because every single crime, there has to be a core criminal conduct or principal motivation for that crime. So what would be the core criminal conduct of the woman they arrested who was being a journalist? There's no core criminal conduct. And then when you get into the 1952 to 1962 Model Penal Code, what that talks about is mens rea. What is it willful, negligent? There's 4 different kinds. And willful, negligently, purposely, or someone typed the 4 in there. Willingly, negligently, purposely, knowingly. Those are the 4 different. And the prosecutor then decides from the Model Penal Code which you were doing. The prosecutor decides what your core criminal conduct was.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to our video, Mark, because she really is. That first video about his history lessons was fucking awesome. Is there anything I need to rewind it for? Or am I getting it all from the chat? Chille always provides the history of Black moved north in the 40s because that's where the jobs were. My wife is going to have so much fun with this video, haha. If he added in the South during slavery, he would be correct. And no, Chille, that's wrong. For instance, you missed reckless.
So now let me put that in the application for you guys so you understand exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in 1952, Harry Blackman sat down and wrote the Model Penal Code with some guy named Wexler, okay? And he wrote the Model Penal Code. And in the Model Penal Code, what they said is that there's knowingly, recklessly, purposely, willingly, the 4 different levels of what you do with your core criminal conduct, the reason why you do it. So now if you and I are drunk one night, let's just play it out like we're morons here, and we go to 7-Eleven and we're like, hey, let's go steal a case of beer.
There's no playing, mate. You and your viewers are morons. This should come dead easy.
And run out of that store. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm drunk. Let's do it. So we go into the 7-Eleven, grab the case of beer, and as I'm running out, you shoot the clerk. I was stealing a case of beer, man. I'm not murdering anybody, but you shoot the clerk.
Well, then that's the same thing over here, by the way. We have this thing where if you're all doing this crime together, I mean, fucking hell, some poor lad got hung for it. I don't know, have we still got that, actually, Mark? You let me know. But, there used to be, at least, if there's not any more, where if you're all doing this crime together and one of you kills somebody, then you all get done for it. You shouldn't have all been doing that crime together. And don't get me wrong, I don't always agree with it. Most of the time, I think I don't agree with it. But, I mean, just making YouTube videos ain't going to change no laws. Him doing this and telling people, oh, you need to resist and you need to do this, you need to do that, is going to change nothing. If he wants to change, he needs to go to the right places and say the right words, make the right speeches, and write the right letters.
Of the reason your core criminal conduct happened, willingly, knowingly, purposely, negligently. Why did you do that? And the prosecutor will now decide the reason why you did it was negligently, knowingly, purposely, willingly. And each one has a different level of severity to it. Now, because of the Model Penal Code, because I was there. I have the
Wait
same
there.
core criminal.
I want to read Mark's thing there. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot to be desired when it comes to the US education system, teaching US history, but Chille is what happens when a person fails that class and decides to go on YouTube. Exactly. You're completely right. Tom Robinson says the getaway driver in a bank robber is charged the same as the robber that shoots the bank clerk. Exactly. I know somebody, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I know somebody that he was the driver, and the people that robbed this place, it was a jeweller's, because we've got like quite a big Indian jewellery industry sort of thing in Leicester, and they did that and they beat the shit out of him and they killed him. And so the lad that I know that was driving, he got done for, he didn't get done for murder, he got done for manslaughter though, and he's in prison now for years. Just a driver. Just don't break the fucking law, it's not difficult.
Conduct that you do. I'm going to be charged with murder as well.
Yep.
And why did they do this? So they could arrest more blacks.
Oh my God. What the fuck? And does he offer any evidence for that at all? And he just does it with this, and then ends it with this fucking laugh and clap, like, whoa, yay, mic drop, owned it, woohoo, go me. The fuck, man. I can't wait, Mark. I really can't wait till your missus covers this. I really can't.
You think I'm joking? I'm not. I'm not at all whatsoever joking. Not even kind of, sort of. This is the reason why.
Why was you laughing then? I mean, you laughed like it was funny.
And then if you read the 1967 case of McClinsky versus Kemp, I believe it's McClinsky versus Kemp. Was it 1967?
Is he actually asking his chat who literally know nothing about anything? Wow.
McClinsky versus Kemp. Scalia.
Every single fucking one of them better fit. Otherwise, you just legally fucking charge somebody. If you can't write, you better agree. You better agree that shit in court too. You better realize you're in a fucking game fucking around with people's lives and shit.
I don't know, Tina, what is it that you thought you heard? I don't know whether I need to rewind it or not. Let me know.
Don't qualify to do.
Liz is very medically fragile. Where is she?
80s.
It is, Red Bull, it is, but I don't think it will get kicked off YouTube. YouTube is different. It's like, you know, that I did 2 short videos the other day, and you know, as soon as I put the first one on TikTok, it straight away got removed for, it didn't even tell me this time, but all the time, whenever I put videos on there about Chille, they always get removed pretty quick for bullying and harassment. TikTok's terms of service and YouTube's terms of service, they're like complete different fucking planets. They're completely different. It's weird.
6. So
You fucking idiots!
So McClinsky versus Kemp.
Yeah, cheers, Mark. I weren't sure. The only time I've ever heard about it properly and like looked into it was over 18, but he had like a mental age, quite younger, didn't he? And the other one who actually shot a copper and killed him, didn't he? Because he was underage, because he was like a minor, he, you know, had to spend some time in somewhere and all this, that, and the other, and managed to live his life. But the other one, who had a mental age of whatever, and also was already arrested when this copper got shot, he got done for murder and got hung. It was terrible.
Is going to be argued in 1986 and decided in 1987. This is where Scalia writes the most racist argument you've ever read. If you read his holding in McClinsky versus Kemp, he seems to just forget that police were created for blacks, that laws were created for blacks. And when you read it and you get to the statistics of McClinsky versus Kemp, in cases that are called capital cases, where they get to murder you, the government literally murders you, the statistics, and someone can look them up because my numbers may be hazy, but they went for the death penalty in like 70%.
That's the one, Halo. Thank you.
Of black cases where a black guy killed a white guy. And then in white cases where a white guy killed a white guy, they went for the death penalty 15% of the time.
Oh, Tina, yeah. So they want to arrest him to charge more black people for murder or something like that. Yeah, it's just making shit up in there. And he thinks that if he can make out like it's racism related, maybe he can get other people on board. He can get, you know, the social justice warriors on board, and as well as black people, he can get them on board. And he can get I don't like racism. I'm against racism. So he could get somebody like me on board if I was to be stupid enough to just believe his shit and not maybe look into it myself or ask you lot.
Where a white guy killed a black guy, they went for death penalty 12% of the time. Now these numbers could be a little bit off. They're pretty close. White cases may be hazy, but They went for the death penalty in like 70% of black cases where a black guy killed a white guy. And then in white cases where a white guy killed a white guy, they went for the death penalty 15% of the time. Where a white guy killed a black guy, they went for the death penalty 12% of the time. Now these numbers could be a little bit off, but they're pretty close.
So he's just basically just said that he doesn't actually know these numbers. He's just you know, shooting in the dark, hoping for the best or something like that. Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I bet you something like that. I bet you numbers like that have occurred. I'm sure they have. I'd like to think they don't occur so much like that these days, but maybe they do. Either way, it's literally got nothing to do with Terry versus Ohio. Literally nothing. And that's me saying it.
They're pretty close. I don't have a photographic memory, but I remember just a lot of stuff. So
Exactly, William. Citation fucking needed.
if you read McClinsky versus Kemp, and you understand that in 1704 South Carolina slave catchers were created, the first police in America were created to catch black people who ran away from slavery. Now you're starting to get everything. You're starting to get everything. Look, I'm sorry if you don't like this. People say, oh, you know, you're for critical race theory. Absolutely not. You are not born privileged or non-privileged at the basic tenets of critical race theory. But
Hi, Lelun. Thanks for being here, my love.
when you get into the understanding, the true understanding, and fellas, females, I identify strongly on the conservative side because I'm for wiping away all gun laws. I'm for a super strong border wall. I'm for America first.
Ain't it the liberals that are against all that shit and ain't against gun things anyway? And he says wiping out. Oh no, he says wiping out all gun laws. That's all right. I misunderstood. Not wiping out all guns, wiping out all gun laws. Wow. So he wants it so that any old body can go and buy a gun. What the fuck? That to me is just fucking crackers. Wow.
Aging liberal it would be just, I mean, it would be just, they won't have me.
What would it be? Tell me, what is that it? Right, so if we're siding with liberals, they just want to have you. I'm pretty sure they don't fucking want you.
Get rid of all these racist gun laws and no gun laws at all. They go, get him out of here. When I say I'm pro-choice all the way, you should be able to have an abortion if you want. The conservatives say, get him out of here. But then what happens is I find that most of us are right here in the middle. So you're seeing it. You're seeing it. And this is a microcosm of
Sorry, right, as a Brit, that whole wiping out gun laws is just fucking crazy to me. And we see some of the shit that happens. And I know I've got no say in it, but I want more fucking gun laws and restrictions over in America. I really do. But that's just me, and I don't live there, so I've got no right to say that, but that's my opinion. He wants to wipe out gun laws. The thought of how things could be if that happened is scary. It really is. Right, he goes on for another half an hour, yeah? I'm going to listen to another maybe 10 minutes of him or something, and then apparently put another video up tonight, so we're going to look at that. I want to finish for 11 for when Welsh News Network starts.
What'd you say? You said that a couple of years ago that there were more white people shot by cops than African Americans? Oh, my God. So far more white people killed by cops than African Americans. There are far more white people killed by cops than brown people. And Asians, it's just a sliver. However, when you go per capita, it's like 1 in 350 whites will be killed by cops. And then when you get to blacks, it's like 1 out of 10. When you get to browns, it's like 1 out of 7. They kill like...
I saw a YouTube short recently, and it was a black man who was saying that you unlawfully or terribly or whatever killed by police, and we do hear about that, and it is terrible, and we should hear about that. But he said, but you don't ever hear about when it's white people killed unlawfully or terribly by the police. And he pointed out a case like, for example, where a 6-year-old boy was killed. I don't know how, because it was only a YouTube short and so it didn't go into details. But he says, nobody ever hears of that. And therefore, he's saying, it does happen to white people as well. It just doesn't get as much media. So basically, maybe Chille doesn't hear about it. And we all know that Chille does no research and does not look at proper, or if he looks at graphs and numbers,
know that they won't cause a fuss because they don't want to get the rest of the family kicked out. And ICE will go there and warn them, if you kick up a fuss about Javier's death, then we're just going to deport your family. I mean, this is real stuff. If you guys have not read the 1994 crime bill, is that on the way?
Very true, Rebel. You know what, I'm bored of this twat now anyways. Let's have a look. Nope. Oh, where is it then? I thought somebody said that he just put something up. Somebody did say that. I'm well confused. There's nothing new there. What's going on? Never mind then, let's go back to that, I guess. Don't know, yeah. Never mind.
Website? I don't know if that's on the website or not. So anyway, so now I want to show you something else because you guys saw this. You pretty much understand And so now when I go to cops
Yeah, Hayley, let me know. Where is it or what is it? Because I can't see it, so...
and I say, you know, this really isn't working out very good. This is going terrible, right? There's times where I will just dissect the cop. You guys see me do it. And then there's times I just listen and I just want to hear what that copper has to say. So the other day, I haven't shown this video before. No one's ever seen this. This video is not...
That's him differentiating between sometimes I'm nice and polite and sometimes I'm a cunt. So that's him giving an excuse as to why sometimes he's compliant and he's nice and he's polite. That's exactly what that is. So yeah, so it's not me being a pusser. It's just me being, listening. Just listening.
The other day, this video was about 4 weeks ago. I walked up to a copper who was doing a bike stop on his motorcycle. And I walked up to the copper and I said, hey, let's have a conversation, copper. Can you talk to me about the torture cuffs? Talk to me about how you see policing is going. How do you think things are going in our country? And here's his response. These cops think that the way they do it is the only way to do it and that we shouldn't have any input in it. And that's what we've allowed to happen. So check this out. Watch this video of this pigger. And he's just going to have absolutely no clue that the way they're doing it is completely wrong and that this is not the right way to do it. I'll fast forward a little bit so we can get right to it. You good?
I can't click links, Taylor. No. Wait there. Sorry, I know it says nobody's seen this video yet and all this, that and the other. Give me a second. Oh, it won't be there, will it? Never mind. Shit. So what's it called? I don't get where is it? I don't understand why it's not there. Move my fat head out of the way. Is it a short?
You're here to feed me and find me? God bless you, dude. God bless your soul. And God for
I don't get it. He's a fucking idiot, he really is. I don't understand why I can't see it, Hayley. I don't understand. I can't click a link. I'm sorry.
I was in the wrong lane, basically.
Well, the whole thing's a cluster of mess every morning here.
It is. I hate
There's
driving down this.
so many cars right here going through here. But you were in the wrong lane?
Yeah. I was trying to get around the traffic to get to work. It was just ridiculous over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Hayley, I'll have another look in a minute.
1 second. I'm going to come back up on that volume. I just said some things to her that I don't want everybody to hear. It's none of y'all's business. Just a warning ticket? So
That's how he talks, isn't it, William? He's on like everybody thinks. He says that. He literally says it. Everybody's had enough of cops. Everybody's gonna, fight them. Everybody's had enough of this, that, and the other. And yet, I talk to a lot of people, and none of the people that I know feel like that. It's just a little world of his own.
he's just gonna give her a warning ticket, is what she's. Oh, I don't know if I'd be thankful for getting anything from this cop, but.
Oh shit.
What did he say to you? Yeah, but everybody has to drive around the massive traffic with the kids. You're not alone. I just did it. He's trying to get out. Yeah, this road is the accident. I'm responsible for exactly what you did. You're not supposed to be crossing the intersection. Yeah. I mean, what it actually needs, though,
I'm going to interrupt him for a second. Sorry, there we go. I am just going to interrupt him for a second. Anybody that's not subscribed, please subscribe. It will, make me all happy and I'll probably love you a long time. And, hit the like button. Thank you.
Guys out there working that intersection because it's a mess. I live right here, so it's.
We try all the time.
It's a mess. You need.
How many motor cuts there are?
I don't.
How many? I like to educate people too.
Oh, you do? Education. So teach me something.
How many LAPD officers do you think are working right now in this area?
In this area? I think there's 25,000 LAPD.
25,000? Absolutely not. There's only 8,000.
There's 8,000 LAPD.
The third largest metropolitan department. They used to have 10,000, but because of policies and what happened, we no longer do.
Right.
No.
So how many do you have over here then?
Stand by real quick, and I'll be happy to have a conversation.
Sure.
What the fuck?
She doesn't
Does he even know her? The fuck?
make a ton of money.
I'm not here taking this part.
actually gonna pull his bike to the side right here, and he said he's gonna have a conversation with me.
Hey, I never see you guys around here. Did I talk to you about 6 months ago? That you over there on Olympic and like where Olympic and La Brea Cross or Pico and La Brea Cross? Yeah.
But no, to be honest, like I explained to you, the reason that this particular area, so Wilshire Division, and yeah, Wilshire Division that runs all of that, so their Olympic Division will take over.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 miles out. This area is about 14 miles that this particular division is responsible for.
Oh, look at that chat on his screen, look. From Todd Zahimska. Yeah, and the truth makes me want to dig deeper and learn more. I hope that actually research better and find out that everything that Chille says is bullshit. I really hope that's what happens.
And it runs from here all the way to like bumping up this to Beverly Hills.
So you're Beverly Hills?
Mm-hmm. Beverly Hills. And the reason I'm asking you is how many officers you think are working in this particular area right now? It's because I want your perspective. How many officers do you think are working right now?
In this 14-mile stretch, this district you're talking about? Oh, I don't know, probably. And how wide is that? Because it's like...
Yeah, it's about 14 by 20.
Yeah, 40. Oh, gosh.
It's 10 freeway all the way to the 101.
Oh, 10 to the 101, and then all the way to like Beverly Hills, all the way over to here. It's got to be like 1,000 of you, huh? No, there's hardly any cops around.
This is 444 square miles.
Okay, so let me just say something real quick. I don't identify as a Christian. I'm not Christian. I'm not Muslim.
Yeah, all the time you say God bless and I pray this and I pray that and God bless you and God knows and just you don't identify as any religion, but you always use his religious language. Okay.
I'm not Buddhist. I'm not Hindu. I'm a God guy. I believe in God. I pray to God, but I'm not.
Which God? What a fucking idiot. What he's just said is so stupid. An atheist. A fucking diehard atheist. I weren't born that way. I was a Catholic when I was a kid and whatnot. But I'm an atheist. He has registered himself on an atheist website. But he believes in God. Atheists don't believe that God exists. You can't be... You can't be none of these things, but you pray to God and believe in God. That makes no sense. Or is it that Chille's the God? He prays to himself. He believes in himself. It's probably that. The Chille cult.
Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm a recovering Catholic. So I was an altar boy growing up. I want nothing to do with organized religion. I think it's crap. So...
And there's 8,000 Los Angeles police officers. Out of that 8,000, there's only over 3,000 of us who are actually patrol officers.
Oh, really?
Everybody else is administrative or another function of Los Angeles. So 3,000 are actually on any given time patrolling. But
right.
You have to factor in everything else.
Well, is stagger shifts, 8 hours on, 12 hours on?
Yeah. So
12 on, 12 off.
Officers who do traffic enforcement primarily, there's only 212 of us in the entire department.
Have I really got 69 likes, Oleg? Right, if I have got 69 likes, I want nobody else liking. So, seriously, I'm checking. Don't anybody else like? I'll be gutted if you do.
The 212 of us, at any given time, we have specialized enforcement as well. And those guys are about 40 of them. So, in total, right now, where I work, and I'm responsible for 120 of the square miles, there's only 4 of us.
There's 4 of you in this area.
4 of us for 100 miles. 100 miles.
So he said there's 8,000 police, didn't he, in that area or whatever. Fucking stupid. 73 likes. Oh, never mind. So I did it the magic number at one point though. So everybody else, keep liking. Please like my video, my stream. You know what I mean? Like.
100 square miles.
So then I guess...
So Black Coat Media, if you don't get any attention, you're going to get nothing done. You'll get no change.
Fucked if I know. I have no idea. He's a fucking idiot.
Right now,
you have to probably prioritize the most important, right? Which would be
what takes priority
kids' lives. Yeah.
So I'm
accidents
from an accident, and I'm on my way back to my police station when I observe
You appreciate that. It's nothing to do with you, fucking idiot. You don't even know her.
people as well.
Yeah.
Because I do understand that this is a congested intersection.
Oh yeah, it's a mess.
Many. One of many. Yeah, and like I said,
That's a good point, Global. That's a good point. Lennon said something good once. I can't remember what it is. Oh, what was it? About the amount of likes that I had. It was something to... Oh, I don't know whether it was 68 or... Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, if she's here, she'll have to tell me she was here. So let me know, Lennon, what it was that you said that was pretty funny that time.
everybody would like you to be at every corner, and I try not.
No, we wouldn't like you to be at every corner, but we would like as a couple of guys out there directing traffic so people don't have to drive around a great big mass. That intersection, you have no idea. It's horrible. From 6:37 a.m. until 9 a.m. Horrible.
Yes, I really do.
That's the one. If you get 8... Yes, I got 88 once. Yes, I got 8 twice, which is great. Thank you.
I believe and I prescribe to saving lives. Like, that's not a joke.
Hi, Standard Nerd, by the way. Thanks for being here.
Traffic enforcement. Speed is the number one killer, not guns.
Fuck off.
Number one.
Right.
Speed.
Yeah.
So,
Autos. Kill them. How long you been on the force for? 12? How's it going? Like, what's...
I love what I do.
You do?
I'm getting chance to talk to people every day.
Well, I'm nice to you guys if you're nice to me. I'm not usually rude to cops unless they're rude to me.
Fucking liar. You liar. My whole stream it started first of all by looking at whether he buys his sauce, which I think the decision is that the ultimate conclusion is that he fucking definitely does. And then a short video, I can't remember how long it was, like a 10-minute video or something from his channel where he was horrible to the police who were doing nothing. They literally did nothing. They said, "You're okay to record, sir, but can you please not get into our situation," kind of thing. And he was horrible to them. But yeah, he's nice to cops as they're nice to him. What a fucking liar.
I'm pretty. If my rights get stripped from me, if someone says to me something that is right stripping, then I will kind of.
I mean, at this point, I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? I go a little haywire if it was.
88 means getting 8 twice. So, see, we all learn something every day, my love. I learned it as well.
Start telling me I can't do something. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I'm literally just being nice to you, And so, like,
literally just having a conversation with anyone.
My perspective is that we gotta, with the cameras, like you got a camera on your phone and you got a camera probably on your body somewhere. My perspective is to get rid of the handcuffs, get rid of those torture cuffs, and start getting, like, for example, if I backed into a car right now and I, for some reason I had to go downtown, right? If you said to me, Mr. DeCastro, like,
Cheers, Haley. Check it out. I'm done, love. Sorry, I can't go on it now. Sorry.
Cameras on you. You do have to come with me. I can put you in torture cuffs, pin you behind your back.
You can call it whatever you'd like.
Or if you call it whatever you'd like, come with me because you're on camera and the judge is watching. Okay. If you give me that choice, and that's what I tell you.
You're a very rational person.
Hey, that Chille's a very rational person.
All people, the majority of people are very friendly. Yeah, I'm explaining to you the situation that you're trying to put a police officer. I'm about to turn my back to you and drive to the police station. Literally. And you're saying, "Oh, you have."
He just said to me, he's about to turn his back to me and drive to the police station.
So?
I'm sorry, copper. People are not attacking you the moment you turn your back. It's just not happening. No matter how much brainwash they try to put into you.
Maybe it was just that he was trying to talk to you and you were being a smart-ass cunt. So yeah, I'd just fuck off and I wouldn't even talk to you.
Your little brain. If you turn your back on me, if someone attacked you, I would throw them on the ground. I would defend.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would. You are scared of fighting anybody. You fucking made up illnesses and injuries so that you didn't have to fight Chad. You were scared of Kate, terrified of her. You've said it. These people stalking you and you say scared, but then another sentence you say, "I'm not scared of anything." And me, right, I swear to God, mate, if you came around my way, I'd fucking nut you. Fuck off, dickhead.
You. Because you don't attack people in the streets. Unlike you cops, who attack people every day and put your hands on us, and we are not allowed to resist. That day is coming to an end. Americans are fed up. We're at a tipping point, and it's gonna.
Americans, are you fed up? I mean, I don't mean fed up with Chille, yeah, but are you fed up with, like, I don't know, the fact that police can do the job and stuff like that? Just let me know if you're fed up.
Go boom very, very soon.
Son, don't worry about anything else. An irrational person. You're dealing with the homeless. Are you telling me that somebody who is mentally disturbed and not capable of functioning at the level in which you are, and you're about to put them in the back seat so they can jump out the door, jump out the window? No, for their own safety. Understand? Calling a torture cuff?
Exactly, it's completely right. Things that they do are for officer safety, but also for the people that they're dealing with, their safety. It's just fucking, it's not even complicated. It's not even difficult to understand that. What time is it? Right, I've only got 7 minutes and then I'm going because we're going to go and watch Welsh News Network's thing. So, yeah.
Absolutely not. That's not that. I don't believe in that at all. And I'm not over here trying to.
Yeah, there's a percentage of people who have to be restrained. I agree with you. And there's a percentage of people that have to live in a box. And there's a percentage of people that will never be able to function in society that want to rape women and kill kids. There's wackos. I'm not saying. And there's some people that when the cops are called, you're going to have to kill that person because they are not. I'm just with the camera system, even a guy who beats his wife or any all kinds of things. I'd be willing to go with you with the camera. If your camera's right here and you say, hey.
Oh my God, he's really saying that shit again. He's crazy. Oh, bye, William. Thanks for being here, mate. It's really saying that again, that if a bloke's beating his wife, if it was him and a camera's pointed at him, he'd just go with them. That is not what happens. God. And you know what, yeah? This is the UK where we don't have guns and that. And that's still not what happens. It's just, wow. Fuck me. Office detained who ran into traffic. Yeah, over here, them two sisters, that's here, isn't it, Mark? They did so intentionally, and it's theorised that they were mentally ill. If you're talking about the same ones, I know exactly who you're talking about. If I'm right, yeah, exactly, Mark, exactly. He's nailed it, mate. Cameras didn't do shit, but they did fuck all.
You got to come with me. You hit your wife. She's got a black eye. You can come with me, or we torture cuff you, and then we drag you down there. I think even people who beat their wives would be like, well, they're going to take me. Like, because if you say I'm under arrest, I can't stop it. If you tell me right now, you're under arrest, just for any random reason, right? I can't stop it. It's going to happen, right?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Right. I'm confused again because he said that we should resist arrest. He says that he's never going to get handcuffed and he's never going to just go with them and should resist arrest. We should all, and your friends should resist with you. You know, you should get killed. Instead of going with them quietly, you should get killed. Just, he's a walking, talking contradiction, ain't he?
What I'm saying, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about? The transportation process to the system that's supposed to help them is so inhumane that it's like just the whole torture. Have you ever been arrested? Oh, yeah. I'm not a felon, but I've been arrested before the camera phone.
Oh, you have been, though, haven't you, Chille?
Because I just say whatever I want. Before the camera phone, I was arrested 20, 30 times just because cops could arrest me.
Can you imagine that, getting arrested? Well, I mean, maybe some of you have, I don't know. But me, for example, yeah, I've not been arrested 20, 30 times because I was a twat when I was younger and then I grew up. Now, even when you're growing up, you might get arrested. You might, we all do things wrong sometimes. But if you're doing things wrong that many times that you get arrested 20 to 30 times, so that's just the times that you get caught doing something wrong. That's when you need to start maybe reevaluating your behaviour, don't you think?
There was no evidence. It's a big process, and it's a nightmare. But like I said, man, I treat people nice if they're nice to me. I want to get rid of those dang cuffs. Yeah. I don't think that. And say that you do have to restrain someone. One big long strap with the Velcro in the back seat, they're not going anywhere.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying. But
I've seen videos of people getting out of their handcuffs in the back seat. So don't sit there telling me that people ain't going to be able to get out of Velcro straps. The fuck? Oh my God, my kids when they were babies could fucking get out of Velcro straps. What the fuck?
You guys have this one mentality of we have to use torture cuffs, and that's the only mentality. And you think that if I don't agree with you, that I'm ignorant and I don't know, and you know what I'm saying? It's like
extra way to fill his pockets. That's why I asked that, Jess.
That's what I'm trying to get to, where maybe I do, like you said, you're going to educate me. Maybe I have a little education for you, and maybe you have some knowledge for me.
Nope.
And if I could get rid of those torture cuffs, man, I'd be less adversarial with you guys.
I 100% wish you well on your flight.
Right. Hey, you have a good day today, too, okay? Be safe, all right? Be safe. Okay, so what is he saying here? He's saying that what I'm saying is dumb and that There's no reason. He even laughs at the idea they're called torture cuffs, but yet this jackboot has never.
Oh, because you're an idiot and because you're wrong. You're just wrong about everything. That copper was lovely. It was nice. He gave you his time. He listened to you. He let you speak. He was absolutely lovely and polite, and you were just an idiot, an absolute idiot. So don't operate it on YouTube by the ex-coppers. Excellent evidence of why police don't like people coming up on their back and how fast a person can move, even at 20 feet. Michael X, exactly. I'm subscribed to him. I love him. I think he's great. And yeah, exactly. Good point. So, right, gonna go because, yeah, so it's like 2 minutes till Welsh News Network goes on, yeah, and I don't feel too great. But should be over there if suddenly, I don't know, I liven up or whatever, Welsh News Network finishes. I might do another stream, but if not, I'll be about maybe tomorrow or day after. So thank you all for being here. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please hit the like button. And oh yeah, Global One. Yeah, I'm all tech savvy and all this now. Hopefully I've done a redirect to Welsh News Network, hopefully, if it works. If anybody wants to support the channel, the links are in the description for buy me a beer or buy me a coffee and Cash App. That'd be great. It does all go back into the channel apart from the few quid that I spend on beer. So yeah, thank you. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Take care. See you soon. Press the right button, Louise. Press the right button. Ah.